Those guys never got back to me. I asked, I emailed, I actually didn't just send it to Instagram. I emailed those dudes at their contact to be like, hey, can we use one of your songs? Would you want to play with us? And they just never got back to me.
Huh. Well, there you go.
So F them.
They're all good.
No, we can all pester them.
Yeah. Are we rolling?
Yep.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Blades Against Bandwidth, and thank y'all very much for tuning in. Judge Brendan, as always, with the usual suspects, and we have one extra person here tonight, a very special guest. Mike, tell them who you are.
I'm Mike Evans. I am the dude behind DIY RPG Productions. I am delightful, sexy, and I wrote Hubris, and that's just me being humble.
And he's a great kisser.
I am, but Jeff always makes me have like 10 Altoids.
He makes me work on my deltoids. That's not even fair, man. That's some effort right there, you know.
Makes us all a better person.
All right, so we are once again back into our dungeon delving. So as y'all will recall, when we last left off, actually, I have managed to open up the wrong map. When we last left off, yeah, here we go. We found ourselves in the sub level of the one who watch of the this temple, where we had left ourselves off. We were at a juncture. We just fought that wizard who turned into an eyeball guy, and he was very quickly blown away by you guys. We're now left over in that room. We went through those wheelbarrows, and now we are here in this. We are here in this room by ourselves. So you guys have got a couple of options here. From the room where you had that last battle, you guys can head north in a direction you guys have not been to yet, or you guys can head west, direction you haven't been to, or sorry, you can go east or north, or head back the way you came, which is northeast. So northeast, you'll recall, is where you found that secret door and that star-shaped passageway and discovered that ring. So you guys can either head back up in that direction, or you guys can head to your east or head back north.
Can you remind me what he was doing down here? Was he this dude just in a cavern, or were they actually doing something?
They were ambushing you as they were waiting on y'all, and once you guys piled in there, they blocked up the entrance. It was actually the same wizard that you met in the very earliest part of the adventure.
Waitley,
yes. I'm sitting here looking for my physical hard copy. Don't see. That's terrible. So it was you saw Waitley there, and then he turned into the massive web full of eyes, and you handily defeated him and his little diminutive minions. So they were literally here waiting to spring an ambush on somebody. They might have brought more guys, as it turns out. So there you go. They had no idea what they were up against.
They didn't realize we had our own pocket nuke.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So things got blasted away. So that is where we are when we left off.
I think I would probably.
You guys want to check out the direction we haven't been in yet?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want to head north or east?
I mean, definitely a direction that we have not been. So north.
You got it. Okay, so you make your way up that northern passageway. And you find your way into a chamber. Pardon me, folks, while I'm getting oriented here. Okay, so you make your way into this chamber. Here is what you see. So this looks like it's some kind of jail cell. So the chamber itself is quite large. It's nearly 40 feet across. North and south, it goes probably like 35 feet. There are two passageways heading out of here to the north, and a very smooth and oddly smooth passageway heading off to the west, almost like a round hole bored into the wall on the west side there. As you guys enter into here, so you see that there are chains secured to every cave wall in here. There is a hairy silverback brute lying curled up against the wall, one arm dangling from a locked manacle, so it's like laying there completely asleep. The simian beast nuzzles its head against its free arm and is snoring. And from where you are, as you come into the passageway, you can see that even from where you are there, you can see that it has no eye. It just has like it's just skin across and like blank spaces where its eyes should be, like some of the other things you've encountered in here.
So I'm gonna point at it and hiss. And then point at my own eyes. And
Now, when I'm sorry, Tim, what's your character's name again?
Anatol.
When Anatol closes his eyes, does it look like he's just gone, or do you like see closed eyelids?
When he closes his eyes, it's as if someone superimposed. So, Mike, you weren't here last time, but Anatol, our buddy, has been reduced to a pair of eyeballs that have been rolling around in this dungeon. Actually been very, very useful. But in the last room, they actually crawled up onto one of these diminutive little minions that y'all were facing and fixed itself over the thing's eyes. And now it appears that Anatol has taken control of the creature entirely and is able to direct it. So he's driving this little creature around like a like a sports car. The creature apparently can't really vocalize; it can only hiss. So, it's almost as if you look over and it's like someone has like taken Anatol's eyes, just put them onto this creature. They're way too big for this. When you look at their faces are all scrunched down, really small, and at the bottoms their faces. So like faces are scrunched down and small in the bottom of their heads. So with that all scrunched up, it also has two human-sized large eyes, like on top of that.
I'm picturing Beetlejuice where her eyes come out of her mouth in that movie. I love that.
Yeah, you're not far off.
So I'm gonna put my hands behind my back and like shuffle over to like Tia Martha, maybe like like pantomiming like bind me. Because I want to try to inject my eyeballs off of this dude and see if I can climb up on the gorilla.
Wait, I have rope. I can tie him up.
And while they're doing that, I want to look along the floor, ceiling, and walls to see if this thing's eyes are currently crawling around anywhere.
Sure. You look around, and other than the ways out of this chamber that I described before, you do not see. You don't see any other. Way out of here. Like you don't see any eyeballs hanging on any place, just manacles. You look up into the ceiling as far as you can, and you do not see any crazy eyeballs floating around doing whatever. No eyeball mischief in this particular chamber.
Am I able to do a check for the stone, the smooth stone, kind of see if I get an idea of what kind of creature could have made this, or if it's like sloping down in a certain direction?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your intelligence level and your intelligence modifier and your dwarf level, because this is right in your wheelhouse.
All right. So my intelligence is a +0 and a +1. I rolled a 16.
Okay. So just being up to the edge of it. Okay. Yeah. It's the passageway is 15 feet in diameter. It can only be described as a borehole. The rock is smooth and almost perfectly rounded. The borehole drifts gradually, you can see where it kind of like it has an organic look in the interior. But your character can see where it just kind of like moves around in there and such.
Okay.
And with a 16, this was not dug by tools or by normal man. The only thing that could have done this is acid. You're not sure what kind of a creature would have been this big to actually have that kind of acid to put out into a thing, but this is definitely acid etched, and it's the biggest. I mean, you've seen acid used as a decorative bit inside of a regular chamber before, but never on this scale. This is massive. Like this must have taken an ungodly amount of acid to actually create this borehole there.
Okay. I rub
There
my
are
hands
two-
against it.
Okay,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
smooth. Like it's smooth as you would like. I'm gonna skip all the metaphors that came to mind and just say it's crazy smooth.
Okay.
Smooth.
All right.
What's on the ceiling?
The ceiling in here, it's kind of vaulted. There are some small stalactites, but just a few. But you don't see anything. Like looking across the top there, you don't see anything. Looking into that smooth passageway though, the ceiling is just as smooth. This is more like a 15-foot tunnel going into the rock, and it's just smooth on every direction. And there are two of those on the east wall. So, Brack, you're currently looking into the southern one. There's also a northern one. You can see just a few feet away.
Okay. And like they're both the same kind of acid boreholes?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, so Tim's little the little character that is currently Anatole is like miming being bound.
Yep, I'm gonna bind him, but I also have a question.
Sure.
How much time do I have left on my detect evil?
I think we said last time it was just about over. So
Then it's time to cast it again, right? Is that what that means?
yeah, it's probably about time to cast it again.
Right. No. Lucky.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna go ahead and cast detect evil?
Yeah, I'll do that quickly before we go any further into the room. But I have a rope. I'll
Got it.
let somebody tie Anatole up.
All right. Who's tying up Anatole while you're casting the spell?
I'll do it.
All right, so Wiggs is going to tie Anatole. Is in the middle of tying up Anatole. You cast your spell. Go ahead and make your spell check, please, Tia Martha.
12.
You got 12.
So it's like a one-time creatures of opposing alignment may be detected, but they would get a saving throw.
Gotcha. So, all right, a couple of things happen. You do not detect anything from the sleeping gorilla. However, once you start speaking out loud, you see it kind of wake up and it roars at you all. And it is getting ready to come and see you about its grievances. So let's go ahead and give me an initiative check for everybody who's in the house at this point.
Isn't he still bound by one arm?
Yeah, but he's still roaring at you as if he's going to be aggressive, and we're going to see. This is maybe this is a just in case initiative check. Okay. So go ahead and give me a roll and tell me what you got. Let's start with our guest. What do we get for Barrett?
3, starting off strong.
All right, my man.
Damn it. I was just intimidated by Tim's guns.
Gotcha. Okay, and how did, moving around the board, Wiggs, what'd you get for initiative?
16.
15? Let me roll the creature. 6. Okay, Tia Martha, what'd you get?
15.
16 for Tia Martha.
15.
15
yeah, 16,
for Tia
right.
Martha.
Never mind.
16 for Tia Martha. Many crossouts later. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Forrester.
13. Oh, and Mike, just so you know, this picture here actually is of my character. I'm playing a little hobbit who's got one giant jacked arm.
So yeah, that is your character.
Yep.
But that's also you in real life, right? I mean,
in real life, my other arm's even thinner than that.
Hey, you gotta switch, dude. We talked about this earlier. You gotta switch.
Anatole, what'd you get for initiative?
11.
11 for Anatole. And last but not least, Kojiwara.
7.
7 for Kojiwara. Okay. So, Tia Martha, you get to go first. As you are finishing your spell, the creature wakes up and begins to roar at y'all. And that is what you hear. And you can tell it's trying to, even though it can't see, even though it seems to have no eyes, it is straining to make its way at Tia Martha specifically. It's just like chomping at the bit to go ahead and get over there. So, Tia Martha, you have that spell. You do not detect anything coming off of Monsieur Gorilla, but it is your turn.
Right. I'm going to cast paralysis.
All right. Cast the spell.
19.
Nice.
All right, my melee weapons and missile fire weapons are charged with paralysis for 2 rounds.
Okay. So you can attack next round and hopefully paralyze your victim. So we are going to move on from there. It is Wiggs. Wiggs, you are currently tying up Anatole. Well, the little tiny being that Anatole's eyeballs are riding on. So you're standing there with rope in your hands and binding them up as this is going on. What are you going to do?
Can I finish tying him up as my movement?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Like as your movement. I think it's going to be a full round to finish time. I'll tell you what.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he went for that.
Yeah, we didn't know how long it was going to be, so I'll give you a luck check. Fair? D20, roll low under your luck. And if you make it, you can finish this as your move action and then still do something. I'm getting soft from my old age.
I heard about you. We make pills for that.
Yeah, I was about to say that I market my own blue pills.
Great.
I will turn this adventure right around. Is that what you guys want? Is that what you want?
I got a 5, so I made my luck check.
All right, yeah. So as your move action, you can finish up tying up Anatole, and then you still have an action. What are you going to do?
Oh, I kind of want to hold my action, but I'm going to cast Magic Missile instead.
Okay, cast the spell.
Let me pull it up. I need the dice that like me. Spoiler, it's none of them.
What'd you get?
14.
14. Yeah, that's I want to say that is.
I didn't lose it this time.
You didn't lose it?
Not this time.
No.
All right. Single missile, 1d4 plus caster level.
All right, give me some damage.
5 points of damage.
All right, so you blast it. It continues to roar. It's now focusing on you, you think, rather than like it's facing you directly since you cast your spell, and it's rah! It's raising hell. But the fight continues.
Are Anatole's sorry.
Go ahead. No,
are Anatole's eyeballs still in his Jawa?
Yes.
Utidi.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Gotcha. And it's Forrester up on deck. Forrester, what you gonna do, cousin?
I'm going to go ahead and toss a dart.
Gotcha. All right. I will say that you are in 1 range increment. So if you hit him, you will add your strength modifier to your dart check.
I do not hit him.
Dart goes, bangs on the wall. Ka-ting. Are you gonna do anything with your move action, or are you just gonna stand still?
I'm going to stand still.
All right, my man. All right, so it is Anatole, freshly tied up. How you living, Anatole?
All right, I'm looking to like eject my eyeballs off this thing, and I'm gonna try and go over to the gorilla and see if I can plant myself on it.
Okay, so
if his eyeball rolls over a pebble, does he take a D4 damage?
he does not. His eyeballs kind of like glide along and become a part of the pebble just for an instant. His eyes have been able to like go up walls and down walls.
All right.
Since we don't actually have a figure map, go ahead and Anatole, give me a luck check. See if you were in range to get there in 1 round and leap upon the gorilla. D20, roll low.
I didn't make it. No.
Okay, so you are on your way over to the gorilla, but you cannot leap upon it this round. I am going to go ahead and roll actually the all right, there we go. So that is it. So it is now time for Kojiwara to do something brilliant. Kojiwara, I believe in you. What's going to be?
How big is this thing?
The gorilla?
Yeah.
Man, he's like big gorilla size. He's like 6 and change. He's wide. He's all muscles. No eyeballs, but he's huge.
Do we have any?
He's Kojo sized.
Do we have any tunnels off the chamber where he wouldn't be able to fit down?
No, there aren't any of the tunnels that are that small coming off the chamber.
I'll just kind of stand towards the back and fire off a arrow with the longbow.
Take your shot.
That's going to be an 8, so that'll miss.
All right. Yeah. So your arrow banks off that rock wall over there, and it is their turn. This round, the gorilla, he grabs a hold of that chain with his other paw, whatever gorillas have hands, and just spends this whole round, rips that chain off the wall entirely. Takes him his full round though. And then the little dude that you guys have tied up, like you can see him kind of like snap back and come back to his senses. And he runs for it. He actually runs back into that the chamber, that like the hallway that you came from the last room, takes it, but instead of going south back the way you came, he continues to head north and is running for it.
Isn't he tied up?
I mean, you tied his arms up. You tie him up like, did I didn't hear like a.
No, I don't.
Even if he's hog-tied, he's doing the worm.
I'm picturing him wrapped around his body where we'll say like it's down low enough where it's going to cut his movement rate, but he's shuffling the heck out of there. He's, he is going for it and trying to no longer be, bound by all of this. So we will see what happens on his round. But that's okay though. You know why? Because it's time for Brank Iron Fist to commit to some violence. Brank, how are you going to handle the situation?
All right, so I'm gonna sword and board. I have the dwarven axe, and the first thing I want to do is use a mighty deed. I want to use my shield. I want to jump up and kick flip with my shield into the gorilla's head, with the shield, land on the ground, and then smash him with my axe. Okay, so shield to head is the deed. You're gonna go try to like knock him out or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock him out, and then if I don't, I'm gonna try to perish the fool. I feel you. All right, we're going to go for a knockout blow with the shield first. Try to actually put him unconscious. Yep, so a D3 then for my D die, correct? Yes, D3. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So that is that's a 1. Ooh. And then let me stop you right there on that 1. Go ahead. Not a 1 on the 20. Not a 1 on the 20. Just on the D die. Gotcha. So I rolled a 4. I rolled a 15. You rolled a 15. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So you only got a 1 on the D die though, so it's just gonna be a regular concussive attack. So go ahead and roll me damage for that, please. All right. So that's a D3 plus the D die plus my strength. Exactamundo. All right. So that was a 1, 3, so 4 plus 2, so 6 damage. Oh, nice. Okay, it is still up, and you can bring your axe around for deployment. Okay, so same thing, D die. Keep the same D. You keep the same D die. So. Same D die. Okay, so a 1. Okay. All right, 13 plus 4. I hit. If the other one hit. Yes, sir. Do it up. And then that's a D10 damage. All right, so 7, 13, or 10, 11 points of damage. Okay, so Brank goes to the kick flip with the shield, but instead of getting it in the head, you kind of more hit it in the face. It kind of staggers back with its hands like up in the air, body totally open. You hit him with the axe. One big thwack to his chest. It makes one final grunt
falls to his knees and falls down dead.
You guys killed my car.
He went for a knockout. It just didn't work out.
Yep.
But he did take it out, though. So everyone can go ahead and take 1 point of experience.
Do you want me to track this for this character, or you track it?
Yeah, if you don't mind tracking him for the game and then sending me an email afterwards with how much we're doing it. I got a whole email record for the history of that guy at this point. So
No problem.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I don't know. I think we should have a vote afterwards. Like, do we bring in another guy after this, or does he remain our perpetual, ghost man on second? So that's a discussion for another time. Currently, you guys have a dead gorilla on your hands, which sounds like the beginning of a joke, but it is not. I assure you.
I like.
Well, first, I want to grab the guy that's running away so that Anatol can get back on.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna run over and just grab him.
Yeah, grab him by the rope.
Yeah, he can't go very fast he wasn't fast before getting tied up. Now he's really got problems. So you go ahead and wrestle him to the ground pretty easily. Tim, you're gonna try to take over that little dude again. All right, please make me a willpower save versus my willpower save. Oof, that was an edger.
I got an 18.
Man, you just edged him out with a 17. You had a 17. I was like thinking, oh, I'm gonna smash some eyeballs here, but no, that is not what happened. Instead, you once again take over his body, and you have his body now for the.
I hiss in victory.
Gotcha. You can see the way he was heading north out of that passageway. You had to actually physically grab him before he could get up there. And now that you're there, sorry, my mouse is not responding. Come on, mouse, do your thing. You can see that you can continue to take that passageway up north, but it looks familiar that way. You see a juncture that you passed through once before in that direction.
Then should we head back to the room we are in? And
it looks like if you were to keep going north where he was headed is the place where you guys smushed up all of those mushrooms that grew eyeballs all of a sudden.
Okay.
So.
Can we put Tim on one of those?
Yeah, do it. So yeah, you see 2 smooth bore passageways leading out of here, or you can go back the way you came.
Okay, aside from the passageways being the same, as far as construction goes, is there any visual difference in them? Sure. Cobwebs, foot traffic, an odor like Tim's armpits?
No cobwebs, no foot traffic. The big difference though is the southernmost one goes almost exactly as the crow flies west. The northern one is you can watch. It kind of slinks around to the north, and then it looks like it kind of goes. It's more of a slinky zigzag, as opposed to the other one that looks like it's a straight shot. That's the. But you see inside there are no tracks. They both have the same kind of smell. They have kind of this weird ammonia smell. The whole place smells very dank down here.
Okay.
These 2 tunnels specifically have this weird kind of ammonia smell going on.
The one with the zigzag reminds me of my pool back in the Dwarven Kingdom, so I'm more apt to want to go towards that one because that's good. And west is where the evil witch was, and that's bad. So that's my vote.
As good as any.
I'm down.
All right, so we're going to take the curvy path to righteousness. Okay, so so you start making your way. So yeah, it curves around to the north and goes around to the south. It's 15 feet wide, completely smooth. You get down about 30 feet into that tunnel and you start hearing something kind of wriggling around just around the corner.
I go back.
You go back?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. But yeah, you continue that way. You go around the bend, and yeah, sure enough, you see that there are these 2 giant worms, just huge things, that are and you can actually see. Frank, you've done enough tunneling where you can actually see that these things are somehow excreting acid, and the 2 of them are sort of making a loop-de-loop that are kind of corkscrewing and digging more of this tunnel out. So they're actually digging this one deeper, even as you're standing there. However, once you're this close, they both kind of stop. They both like wriggle back on themselves and start making their way towards your direction. You see their little, you don't see eyes or anything, but you see they have kind of an orifice, some kind of mouth thing that is both that's excreting this acid, and they are now headed for y'all. What do y'all do?
Well, quick question. Does that mean that this is the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to go any further than where they are, unless there's like, it looks like they're reaming it out. They're digging more, and it looks like as far as they go.
So first I say, yeah, this is definitely like my swimming pool. And would I have any knowledge of these kind of creatures at all with my stone cutting sense, or no?
I want a real hella roll. Give me that same roll you made last time, but I'm looking for like an 18 or something like that. Like, these are pretty rare creatures.
Nope.
Yeah. I will say this though, you have seen tiny versions of this, itty bitty ones that are almost like a construction hazard that y'all come across and like had to like go over to kill them because they'll undermine pillars and things like that. But I mean, this thing is 300 times the size of the ones you saw. You can step on those in a boot hill and just worry about.
Okay, so I relay that information, and then I basically say Anthol should go kill them.
So
you should put Anthol's eyeballs on those.
Or we can just GTFO.
Yeah.
I've got to fight everything.
All right, so you're gonna while they're twisting, you guys gonna like just get out of there before they turn away.
Yeah,
around?
that's my vote.
All right. They follow you a few feet, but like once you guys get back to the edge of the tunnel, you see they have stopped following you, and you can once again kind of smell that fresh, acidy, ammonia smell, and they are continuing to dig down there at the end of it. Looks like, smells like.
I want to cast Ward Portal over the entrance so they can't.
Awesome. I want to see you do it. Give me that roll. What's your Ward Portal mercurial effect? I remember it being fun.
It's fun. Planar Rift.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Make that. I think we're up to 3%. Give me a 3% die roll. Percentage die. Still get under 3. Oh, I love that. You know what? I love that look you get before you're about to make a die roll, and you know your luck's gonna hold out.
Like sometimes the cure is worse than the disease. Okay. 95.
95. You're good. You're good. You need to get a real low number, so you're good. So go ahead and make your spell check. You gotta get at least a 20 to close this off.
At least a 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not burning luck. It's just for funsies.
No, we're just,
I got a 12.
Yeah, so the spell goes off, but it is not powerful enough to close down a portal with no door. But there you go. My mental alarm is saying, she cast a spell, the gorilla, but it's already dead. So you all are...
You're welcome.
So shall we go down the straight path? The straight and narrow?
Mm-hmm.
For once?
I think before we go, I want to cast Detect Evil.
All right, go ahead and cast up some Detect Evil.
This time I got... Okay. This time I got a 16, so right. Yeah. Okay. So it'll last six turns,
mm-hmm.
1 hour. Creatures of opposed alignment are automatically detected, as well as objects inherently dangerous in nature, such as traps and cursed weapons. Evil creatures do not receive a will save. So.
Okay, no saving throw. So you cast that spell and you have that in place for an hour. Don't forget, don't let me forget. And it's good to go. So are we going to head west after that?
I think so.
Okay, hold on a minute. So you guys go down that way. So again, 15-foot wide, smooth bore passageway all the way down there to the edge. This one, the smell is not as intense here. That acidy kind of ammonia smell that you detected in the first portal. It's way, way, way reduced here, as if these worms haven't been down here in a minute. You get all the way down there to the end, and it seems like a dead end to y'all. And that is, it goes about 30 feet, and then just kind of hits like a rounded off end there, and dead ends.
It looks the same as the other tunnel, right?
The other tunnel was bendy. This one is a straight shot.
Like the walls look the same?
Yeah, the walls have that same smooth bore, acid etched look and feel. There's almost no traction on them. Like the whole time, you got to walk real careful. Plus, it's 15 feet wide, but it comes down to a dip in the bottom. So you pretty much have to walk like single file down the edge there.
I just want to prod and poke the walls and floor, Brendan, to see if there's maybe like a hidden door or something that we're not seeing.
Yeah, give me.
Oh, go ahead.
Anybody wants to try? Give me a search for detect hidden doors roll.
I would get my level on this being for.
Yep. Yeah, this is shifting walls. So yeah.
2.
That is a no for the Anatol.
15.
I got a 13.
You got a 13?
Forrester has a 15.
You know what? Forrester goes over there and is shoving against the walls, and you push this one place, and lo and behold, part of the wall just shifts back, and you see a hidden passage beneath.
Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and push open the door and see what my little hobbit ears sense.
1 second. Okay, so you go ahead and open that door and look down the passage behind that. Okay, so here's what you see. The narrow tunnel opens into a large rocky cavern with a pool of steaming brackish water at the center. There's a 5-foot wide fleshy sack floating just below the surface of the water. The pungent air stings your eyes and irritates your nose and throat. And guess whose detect evil spell starts jingling and a jangling?
Oh, what a surprise! What is picking as evil in particular?
Well, you have the low level of it's not just the low level of evil that goes along with everything in this place as I have described previously. Oh no, this thing is a different alignment than you, and also is dangerous. You think this is a dangerous creature?
How wide is this pool?
The pool is about, so it's kind of oval shaped. So at its long, like it's oval shaped and kind of like catty corner in here. So it looks like it's about 20 feet long at its longest point, and maybe 15 feet wide at its least wide point. So you can, and like the way it is, you could walk around it the entire way in the passageway. You could make your way along the edge of it and just go around it in a circle.
And is this 5-foot sack kind of right in the middle of it, or is it kind of near one of the shores?
It's close to the shore, close to you. No one's gone into the room yet, but it's just kind of floating there nearby. You can't miss it. It's a big fleshy thing.
It looked like perhaps the back of an eyeball. Just wondering, there's a theme here.
Is that meaning we push Anatol in the room?
Here, Tia Martha's question.
No.
Oh,
ask your question again, Tia Martha.
Oh, does it happen to look like maybe the back of an eyeball?
Ooh, good question. No, this is way more irregular than that. It is more fleshy and gray. Let me see if there's more descriptions here in the chat.
More like a
dumpling?
That's a nice
it is like it is like, dumpling isn't far off, very pale on that one side, it's a wide, fleshy sack. Yeah, you know what it's like? Imagine you came across a thing and you saw a sentient stomach floating just below the surface of the water with some tiny little pseudopods. So it's like a big, oversized stomach just floating there in the water. The water smells pretty gross. Yeah, angry haggis. You're not far off. You're getting it. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Anyone want to throw a rock at it?
Poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
Is the water coming up as evil and dangerous?
No, the water itself is not coming up as evil and dangerous, according to Tia Martha's reckoning of such things.
Is the smell in the room the same ammonia smell, or is it different now?
No, the smell in the room, this is a different smell that's in here. This is kind of like bleachy and nasty smelling and rank.
I feel like this is the COVID session. It's like ammonia and bleach.
This is where they rinse their haggis for 24 hours before eating them. And hey man, CDC, you do what you're told.
I'll put my hand up and I'll start creeping towards it, and I'll look back just to make sure that they're okay with it. And if not, if they are, I'll start walking towards it, see what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, you start making your way over there, and as you start like making your way over to it, you can see that the creature starts moving closer to your edge of its pool, where you're standing. It is coming up to greet you. You think maybe it wants to make friends.
I was saying it's a friendly thing.
I mean,
is there anything else worth noting about the walls of this room, or are there any exits? Can we see anything else about this room other than the pool?
No, the walls are a little rocky. There's one like tiny little alcove off on the east wall, but you can see it doesn't go anyplace. It's just dead end. Unless there's a secret door someplace that you're not seeing, you don't see any other way out of here.
How long would it take to walk to that small alcove?
You could walk there in one round, but the way it's positioned, you would be, let's say it decided to come up out of the water, you would be cut off from the rest of the group. You could walk, you could come out of it and go around, but it looks like, you don't get it wrong. If you walk in there and if it can exist on the land, it could like jump up there at the edge and box you in, so you'd be stuck inside there.
Okay, yeah, I won't.
You could get there in one round. Yeah, you could hustle and get to it in one round.
All right, so it's not like a huge. Okay, I'll go into the room slightly behind Anatol. I'll have my war axe out, my dwarven axe, and my shield ready. I'm not gonna keep with him, but I'll be at the ready in case he gets in trouble or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
And also that way I can close the door quickly.
And I'm ready to go murder Hobbit at a moment's notice.
You are ready to go. It's hovering in there. But like I said, it gets as Anatol, as you walk up to the edge of its little pond there, it moves closer to where now it's right there on the edge.
What's it look like? What is it?
Man, it is a great big blobby thing. Sack of flesh. But you realize now that you got up close to it, like it's it's like as you get up, like you walk over there, it like kind of flops over and this great big maw opens up in it. You see this tongue come out. Great big old pseudopod looking tongue. And it is going to try to give you a vicious tongue lashing, you think. So let's go ahead and roll some initiative as you've gotten up close enough to it for it to.
Yay, I'm back in high school. All right.
Well, I rolled a crappy one for initiative, so. Going around, I'm gonna go backwards this time. Anatol, what'd you get?
17.
17 for Anatol. And Forrester.
I've got a 7.
7 for Forrester. And Tia Martha.
15.
15 for Tia Martha. And Wiggs?
12.
12 for Wiggs. For Kojiwara?
11.
11 for Kojiwara. And Brank Iron Fist.
15.
15 for Brank. Who has a high agility out of Brank and Tia Martha?
I have a 13.
I have a 12.
Okay, so Tiamar's going to go first. All right, so Anatol, you get to go first. It is come up to the surface. It's kind of opened a great big maw out, and this huge, big, long tongue is getting ready to come at you, you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna get away from it. I'm gonna essentially back up, and I'm just getting away.
All right, yeah, you back up to the edge of the you back up to the edge of it and kind of snaps at you as you walk away. So then it is Tiamartha and then Frank.
I'm gonna turn unholy. That's the unholiest thing I've seen today.
Unholy.
No, I'm not. That's a 11.
Yeah, that is a point of disapproval.
I will.
Although, did you add your luck modifier to it?
I did.
Can I still spend luck for?
Yeah, sure.
My own body. All right, cool. Actually, what am I doing? I'm not a halfling. My feet.
No, you left all your luck in your other pants. Oh yes, luck. That's fine. Yes. So you're to throw Tiamartha 1. It's going to raise that to a 13.
No, I can't do it. I forgot. I'm not a halfling. I'm a thief. My new body got me all confused.
Gotcha. I've been there. All right. So
1 extra 1 would help.
Yeah, because it will get to a 13. Yeah, all right. So
perfect. Yeah. So Tiamartha, you've got another point. You've got another 2 points.
Well, if it has 1 hit die, it does something.
Okay, so that is a 13. This thing actually has 2 hit dice.
You want to spend any of your own luck on it?
I would have to spend. I'd actually have to spend 5.
Oh.
Well, at least it saves you the disapproval.
Yeah, exactly. At least you don't get disapproval.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll go ahead and hold off there with no disapproval. There you go. So that being the case, it is time for Brank. Brank, this thing is there at the edge of the water, great big maw and tongue, trying to bite somebody. What are you gonna do about me?
All right, so I want to come in with my shield again. I'm gonna mighty deeds this, and I'm gonna slam my shield down on the tongue to try to pin it on the ground.
Ew, love it.
What?
I said, ew, I love it.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna do that and try to pop it like a zit, and I'm gonna reach up it with my sword and smash it right in its stupid face.
Okay, so pin it down with it. So first, give me that shield bash attempt and your deed on that.
Okay. So for the deed die, I got a 1 again. All right, and then I did not make that attack.
You didn't make it?
No, and then my axe attack, I critically failed.
Oh, so hey, there's that crit fail we were talking about. Go ahead and please make me that fumble check.
All right, my fumble. What is it for level 1 or my armor? It's my armor.
Armor base. Mm-hmm.
My fumble die is a D8. All right. I rolled a 2.
2.
Now, does luck change that?
If you have a luck modifier, subtract it. So
I do. All right, so then I just rolled a 1.
Okay, so your incompetent blow makes the laughing stock of the party, brother. So he goes there and tries to bring that shield down on this thing's tongue. Gets nowhere near it, and it looks like you're just slamming in front of it to scare it off, and it's not scared. And people were like, "What are you doing, Frank? God!"
Can I start voguing?
Sure.
Okay,
no one can stop you.
All right, I vogue.
Nobody can stop you, bro. All right, so that is awesome.
Can I turn over that?
That is going on. And it's time for more people to go. So it is time for Wiggs. Wiggs, I want to see how you're gonna what you're gonna do about this thing.
I was gonna cast color spray, but I don't have anything to make a blood sacrifice with. So
Yeah.
You can sacrifice my body.
No. You like this body, sort of.
I mean, it's better than crawling on the ground, I guess.
That's the
gorilla.
spirit.
Do you have to do a full kill a full 1 HD creature or something?
Yeah.
Or has the option. We said that you have the option of actually doing a point of damage to yourself and sacrificing your own blood to it. So you want to cut yourself for a point of damage, I'll let you cast that spell.
I'll just cast magic. Okay, I'll cut myself.
Yeah. When I think of you, I cut myself. All right, I want to see you do it. Give me a. So you cut yourself. You take 1 point of damage, and go ahead and give me a color spray check.
Yeah, let me mark it.
Don't forget, mark them hit points.
I can hear the Papa Roach now.
Let's see, 16. Let me pull up the page.
I got you. You got 16. So willpower save will be blinded for 1 die 4 rounds, and the save is going to be you said you got a 16.
Yeah.
16 for a saving throw. I have got a +0. Here goes. Nice. So this thing is blinded for 1 die 4 rounds. Roll it up for me, please.
Excellent. 2 rounds.
Okay, that's awesome. So it kind of roars and like sort of like shakes its head around all like shocked and everything, and it's time for Kojiwara to do something fantastic.
Well, I wouldn't sell it as that. He's still trying to figure out how this longbow works, and well, maybe this is the moment.
Okay, I want to say though, how'd you do?
Not good. So, 6.
Then I need you to roll for me 1 more time.
Just a D20 again?
Same modifiers. Yep, we're trying to not hit Brank Iron Fist at this point.
Oh, 17.
Mike, what's your armor class? Mike, what's Brank's armor class?
Frank's armor class is a God. I gotta get used to these sheets. Stud leather, so +4, so 14.
Yeah. So roll me some damage there, Kojiwara.
I forgive you.
Frank takes an arrow from behind.
What is that with a longbow? Is it like a D6?
It's a die 6. Mm-hmm.
All right. 3 points.
Frank, you take 3 points of friendly fire as an arrow enters into your thigh.
Hey,
Okay.
you're getting better. You hit something this time.
One way to look at it.
And by thigh, he means buttocks.
I'll hit in the buttocks. All right.
Fleshy sad.
Okay. All right, man. So fight absolutely continues. We got 1 more player before the bad guys go. It is time for the Forester.
All right, I'm going full murder hobbit.
Whoa!
I love it. I love it.
So I am running in with my axe and my hand axe. All right. So, I've got a 6 and an 11.
That is going to be 2 misses, I'm afraid.
Okay.
All right.
Flames are cool though.
Yeah, the flames are off.
Do you have a
And,
gift? Do you have a gift for disappointment, Hobbit?
I do not.
Okay. We're all doing our best here. However, so it's its turn. Here's the thing. It is actually blind. So it is going to dive back down into the water and kind of like launch itself across the pool. Because of the way it's set up there and like, there in the water, you guys can still make a free shot on it as it goes away. Forrester and Brank can. But instead of rolling a D20, roll me a D16. The water is going to give you cover.
So since I already rolled D16s, am I rolling 2 D14s?
No, just roll me 1 D16.
Okay.
And Brent, you can take a free shot too at a D16.
I mean, I don't. My ranged. I have my shield and my axe out. So
yeah, he's trying to get out of range. So
okay,
he's
gotcha.
leaving combat. You get a freebie on him as he.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was a ranged attack.
No, it's just that the water, being able to dive under the water is going to give him a little bit of protection.
All right, D16. And then my day die. Yeah, I got a 19, 20, 22.
Yeah, roll with some damage.
All right, that is 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, it is still up, but you really put a hit on it. It's now leaving this huge, big blood trail as it goes to the far side and gets down as deep as it can. It looks like the water is only about 3 feet deep down here. But now that you guys are standing there and looking at it, you can see that in the center of it, you can see that there are these little, like small glowing motes, like kind of like floating around, like just the center of the bottom of the pool. And it looks like you can see an underwater tunnel from there. Like the tunnel can, like, you can like dive in and dive straight down into this tunnel and such. The creature doesn't go that way though. The creature just goes across to the far side of it and is like, keeping itself down low and trying to stay out of range, as it is blinded and bleeding like a mug.
Whose turn is it?
Swimming into an unknown tunnel.
We should blindly follow it.
Yeah.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, we're still in initiative. So it's top of the order. So it's Anatol. So it has swum away from you now. Well, you backed away from the edge anyhow. But yeah, you can see where this thing has swum off to the far side of this thing, leaving a blood trail from a nasty cut that Brank put in it.
All right. And as far as, there's no other exits in this room, right? Just the
yeah, there was that one tiny little alcove. Doesn't seem to go anyplace. Although now it's hidden down there. If someone wanted to walk in there and check it out, it's not. It's on the far side of the pool, even from that. So.
I think I'm gonna run forward and dive in and go into that tunnel. Since, like, I guess if things go wrong, I could always eject my face, my eyes off the face, and try and get back up.
Okay, so you're gonna go in there and dive through there into the tunnel. Okay, okay, so you are diving, you swim right down there. Y'all see Anatol the body that Anatol is currently riding just disappears and makes its way and heads down that way. So Brank, you can go again. Oh, sorry, Tia Martha can go if you wanted to do something.
I will go and. Oh, well, first I should say, am I still under the must obey Brank for 2 hours?
That was already resolved, right?
Is that?
Yeah, I think that's over. That ended a little while ago.
Then I'll go over to the alcove to see what's in there.
Okay, yeah. Sure enough, you wander into that alcove. It's just a little inward passage of rock. There is nothing in there. If you want to, you can spend a round, you can jet over there and spend a round, give me a quick search. If you want to give me an intelligence check and add your mod. D20, add your intelligence mod.
In the same round or?
Same round. Yeah, it only takes you half a minute to get over
there. No, that's a 2.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It's just a little tiny alcove. And that is what you see. Right. So, that was so now Brank, now it is your turn. So Brank, the thing that you hit last time has swam to the far side of the pond and is like down there as deep as it can go, which is not very, very deep.
You said it was about 3 feet deep?
Yeah, at its deepest point. Yes, sir.
Okay, and so then Anatol is now Jawa swimming through the water.
Yeah, okay. He kind of swam through, and then like in the very center of it is a tunnel going down. He went straight down there, and he's disappeared from view.
Okay. I'm going to follow Tia Martha, and I'm going to go check out that alcove because that interests me.
Gotcha. You two can make a check in while you're in there. No problem.
All right. I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14, did you? Yeah, you search through there. It's just a rocky dead end. That's all you see.
Okay. All right. So yeah, yep, stone, and I turn around.
All right. That'll be for next round. So it is time for Wig, and then Koshiwara. Huh?
Oh, kitty.
Has the gray blob completely gotten away yet?
No, it is on the far side of the pool, and it is submerged as deep as it can get. So maybe
Tim.
2 feet underwater.
Sorry, Anatole, would you like this to be your new body?
This like monster thing?
Yeah.
No.
Fine. Okay. Well, I still kind of want to kill it. So I will. Yeah, I'll just I'll longbow it.
All right. So it's got enough. Roll a d16. It's got enough. It's underwater deep enough that the water is going to be a bit of a barrier. So go ahead and roll me a d16 for your shot there.
13.
That hits. Give me damage.
2 points of damage.
Yeah. You know what? That actually kills it. The thing kind of like it makes one kind of final sound, and then it just kind of like floats up to the surface there, where it's kind of like bobbing up and down, just barely underwater. So since it's dead, let's move on to Anatole. Anatole, you have swam through the porthole. Okay, so you swim underground, like in this dark tunnel for like 50 feet, and then all of a sudden, it's like gravity changes. You have this huge, like weird feeling in your stomach, like as if you were in like a, like I said, just gravity shifted, and suddenly, instead of swimming straight down, now you feel like you're swimming straight across. You come out into this. You come out into this bizarre area. Like suddenly, you find yourself. You open up into a huge underground lake. This thing is like this lake is miles long from what it looks like. It goes as far as you can see in every direction. The ceiling is far, like way overhead, and the ceiling is covered in a glowing purple moss that gives off ultraviolet light. So the whole place is purple and like weird. And so you when you pop out of the water, you are 20 foot away from shore, choked with more of this fungi all the way across. So you're in this like underground lake, and the far side of the lake. So that thing that you guys just fought in that last room, you see what must be its mama. It is the same creature, but this one is as big as a house. It's enormous, and as you come in there, it surfaces, and this mouth, big enough to bite a horse in half, opens up, and it starts coming at you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to swim back.
Well, why don't you give me an initiative, and we'll see who's going to go first. So roll me a d20. I got a +2. And if you beat my 11 on initiative, you will swim back without incident.
No, I got a 2.
Well, then, here is what happens. Give me a strength check, and you got to beat a 17.
Am I using my own strength or this thing's strength?
You use this thing's strength, so d20 plus 1, please.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. So this thing's tongue lashes out, grabs around the body that you have, and drags it underwater, and your body is starting to drown. This tongue has got you in a grip of iron, and underwater here with its purple light, you can see where it's dragging you closer and closer to its maw. Right now, it's just holding you underwater with its tongue.
Can I let go of this thing, my eyeballs, and just get away?
Yes, you can. So you eject your eyeballs, go down to the bottom, and then go back up that tunnel that you came from. Yeah, man. You cast a backwards eye and see this guy suddenly like, imagine waking up drowning, being held by a giant tongue. That's some cold nonsense right there. And as you make your way back to the surface, you see that this thing is just being held under there as it thrashes madly, trying to get free from this tongue. It looks impossible. But when you come back to the surface, and the rest of y'all sitting there, like maybe 15 or maybe 20 seconds after they disappeared, you see that Anatole shows up just eyes this time without the little body he had been using and riding around.
Eyes without a face.
Les yeux sans visage. Sorry, y'all. I know I promised I wouldn't sing. Not you, my singing teacher. Yes, so eyes pop up. Hey, you guys killed that thing. Take a point of experience point. Take an experience point. Didn't hurt anybody, but. So yeah, his eyes come back. What do y'all do?
So Anatol, should we go down there? Okay, I guess we shouldn't go down there.
Anatol, can you find a way through this alcove here?
So I'll squiggle over there and see.
You squiggle along the floor, check that area out. You do not see any way out of that alcove.
Okay. Huh.
So does that mean that we've covered all of the rooms now at this point, or no?
Like every room in the dungeon?
Is there any way we haven't gone yet that we know of?
Okay, so I will say this. So you have gone through the two passages out of the only way you can, like, the only place you haven't been yet is you can continue to go north past that northernmost worm tunnel and head that way. You haven't gone that way yet. But that's the only way that you haven't been.
I guess we go that way.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
All right. So you guys all head. I'm sorry. Say it again, please.
Well, I give Anatol the opportunity to ride on my shield again.
Gotcha. Anatol is shield riding on the shield there. All right. So you head north out of this chamber. You know what? You go up like just 20 feet. When you come out of the passageway, you once again find yourself. You are in the small passageway that you have been through it before. If you go to, because remember you said you were making like hack marks on the wall, just in case. Do you see your hack marks? And you see that if you go to your east is that room with the mushrooms that you guys the mushrooms that you had that grew eyeballs that you smashed up. So you have kind of come in a big circle. If you're talking, Mike, your mic's off, so I can't hear you. Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, so that is what you see. So you guys pretty much, if you head east out of here, you will once again go to that passageway that had the mushrooms, and then as you keep going east, you'll go south a little bit after that, and then you'll find the gate where you had to like go around and find that secret door to get to the star-shaped room, and sort of like put you back where you guys came from. So. So there was one, you guys could go, okay, so here, I'll tell you where you haven't gone so far, because you guys have been making marks. So there is one northern passageway that you haven't gone through. So when you came out of the room with the mushrooms, you could have gone north or south. You went south, and that took you to the gate that and the secret door. If you haven't gone north that way yet, or if you went back to that juncture where you guys fought the that wizard, there's a passageway to your east you haven't gone through yet.
And you guys, if you'd like, for the next adventure, Forrester can go ahead and be the mapper, since it seems like we're going to need one of those moving forward.
Yeah, we probably should have been. You know, I didn't know about mapping with the stream thing, and you know, I know if we were to switch over to do Roll20, we get all fog of worry and everything, but
oh, no, we don't need to do all of that, but
bless you.
Somebody should be keeping track of this stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, moving forward, starting with the next adventure, I'll do the mapping. But until then, we'll need a little bit of hand holding for this one to know where we haven't been, if that's okay.
Sure. No problem. So there's basically from here, there are two areas you haven't been yet without going back to the way, like literally going back up the stairs, you know, and like leaving the whole level. There is that passageway north, just past the juncture with the mushrooms. You haven't gone that way. And there is if you went back down to the room where you'll have that fight with the eyeball wizard, what's it, Waverly, you can, there's a passageway that heads off to the east. There's the two directions that y'all have not been. Or, I mean, you guys could, or, you know, you could go back up the stairs where you guys came and explore, you know, there were passageways up on that other level that you guys haven't been to yet. So, I mean, y'all have got options.
At this moment, are we closer to north past the mushrooms, or are we closer to east past the mage fight?
At this point, you are closer to north past the mushrooms.
All right, you guys want to go explore that?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
All right. So yeah, you guys go north. It goes north just for a very short way until you see some steep stairs that go up to a door.
All right, Anatol, you want to take a little peek for us?
I will detach and do my thing.
The door.
Okay, Anatol slides off the shield and goes under the doorway. So you find yourself in a hallway. So now it's now that you're at the top of the stairs, down below it was all rough caverns and stalactites and everything. You are back into worked stone at this point. You go under that door, okay, and you can see that you are in a hallway. Hallway goes north 10, 20, 5. The hallway goes north 40 feet, okay, and like 10 feet in, there's a door to the east and to the west. Another 20 feet beyond that, there's another doorway that goes east and west, and at the far end of the hallway is a door.
All right, since there's no one immediately here that's like threatening, I will go back under to give them my blinks.
Okay.
All right, I guess that means we should go forward.
Does the door ping is dangerous or trapped?
The door that he went under does not ping dangerous or trapped.
Okay. I say it should be fine to just open the door.
Okay, yeah, you open the door and it is as described. So it's a hallway. It goes like 40 feet north. 10 feet in, there are doors east and west. 20 feet beyond that is another doorway east and west. And at the far end of the hallway is a door. So there's a total of, not including the one you came through, there's a total of 5 doors out of here.
I would love to start doing a round of listening at doors.
You got it.
Forrester takes the lead.
Okay, so Forrester, if you want to go to, you want to listen to the door to the right or to the left first?
I'll do the left first.
Okay, you listen to the left door.
Am I adding anything to my roll?
Intelligence mod, please.
Got an 18.
Outstanding. Yeah, this place is bustling. You hear a whole lot of stuff going on. You hear something like there's stuff moving around in there. There is something thwacking on something else, like make a buck, buck, buck kind of a noise. It is very loud inside the chamber off to your west. There's all kinds of activity going on in there. Almost too much to fully describe. There's a whole lot of things going on in there. But the key noise, you hear this dock, dock, dock noise, like something is banging on something else with something.
Okay. Something is banging on something with something.
There you go.
Anatol, do you want to take a peek and see what's going on in there?
I will go.
Okay, you crouch under that door. So here's what you see. Where is that? All right, so this is a longish kind of a room with a couple of passageways headed out. And you can see that across, like you go through the short, like 10-foot hallway that leads into this larger chamber. And you can see that there are several doors on the wall across, like little passageways, little alcoves that lead to doors on the wall across from the room that you're in. Okay. There are 2 big vats in here. And here is what you see. The room is bustling with activity. A hooded figure with his back to you is whacking away at a butcher's block with a meat cleaver. The figure is a full head taller than its brethren. A line of similarly, so there's one tall hooded figure and a whole bunch of the short ones that look like the creature you were riding around in for a while. It looks like, so yeah, you see a line of similarly garbed workers carry pots brimming with purplish severed limbs and black organs. Another group is feeding chunks of meat to a bubbling vat connected to the pipes that feed into the floor. There are 2 big vats in here, and it looks like the big guy is hacking up dead little guys, handing them off to these other little guys who are then taking the body parts and throwing them in these 2 vats.
I'm going to try and as stealthily as I can do my little slug dance over to the big guy and see if I can climb up him and take control.
Take over the big guy?
Yeah.
Right, you are going to slide over there. First of all, give me a agility check. But here's the thing: pretty much, as long as it's just because the consequences are big. You are a tiny little pair of eyes rolling around in a busy place where they're not totally unaccustomed to seeing eyes just hanging out. So just give me like a 2 or better on a D20 check. Just don't roll a 1, essentially.
I got a 6.
Perfect. All right, so you can slide on over there to that big fellow, and yeah, he is there. The smell over by him is unbelievable. Actually, you have no nose. You don't know what it smells like. I take that back. You slide over to where he is and are right there by his body. So you're gonna try to jump on him and take over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So give me that willpower save, and you got to beat my will. Oh, crap. Go ahead and reroll.
Tim serving some sassy eyeball.
I heard a no crap. Is that good?
Maybe. Depends on your will save. What'd you get?
I got a 12.
Yeah, that is. It's great news for GMs who love great bad news. Yeah, you glom onto this thing, and like suddenly you have taken it over. So yeah, you now have the body of this guy. I mean, he's actually like 6 foot tall. You still have that scrunchy face and everything, and but you have a cleaver in your hand, and are like now the smell is just ungodly in here. And yeah, on the butcher block in front of you are all of these just continuous dead bodies are being brought up by little dudes who are bringing them up here, throwing them up with the thing. You're chopping them up into pieces, separating limbs from organ meat. There are 2 pools back there. It looks like one's getting limbs, one's getting organs. Blood just going to the floor. It's as it's like a vision of hell in here is what it is like to you. What do?
I'm going to hand off my last piece of body to be dissolved or whatever they're doing, and then I'm just going to storm off and go open the door for these guys.
Open the door where they were? Okay. So you go over and open the door. So, hey, guys, y'all saw Anatol disappear in there for a while. The door opens up, and this hooded figure with a cleaver opens the door up, dun, 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 and gives you a thumbs up.
All right, then I guess we walk in, right?
All right. Yeah, you walk in. You walk in with Anatol, you lead everybody else in there, and these little things in there immediately stop what they're doing and are like all looking at you, and they're all hissing and pointing and dropping their crap, and a few of them were taking out little daggers and screeching and trying to, they're hissing at you and pointing and waving daggers. 8 of them.
I'll wave my cleaver back at them.
I wave my axes at them.
Okay, Anatol, give me a personality check first, and you go for it as well.
Okay.
I got a 9.
You got a 9?
I got a 12.
12, yeah. They kind of like look you
Add that
guys
together,
over.
it's a 21.
See, that would have been, I would have had to respect a 21. Yeah, so with a 9 and with Forrester doing his thing, you have brought yourself around where they are hesitating this round, but you get a feeling that they are only going to be held off for so long. So this first round, they do nothing. You'll have a round where you guys can act before things, as the kids say, jump off.
All right, then I am going to go full murder hobbit.
All right, I will say, yeah, you're going to run over and slash at one this round. They are waiting for a fight, so let's go ahead and roll initiative. Everybody go ahead and give me a roll. We are fixing to have a brawl here. And I'm going to go back to my regular order. Frank, what'd you get for initiative? 5 for Frank. Did you borrow dice today?
No, and these are normally my good dice.
Just asking. Kojiwara, what'd you get, Kevin?
4.
4 for Kojiwara. Okay, Wiggs.
19.
19 for Wiggs. You might be in pole position.
I think I stole Mike's luck.
Oh, see? I hear you. Tia Martha.
11.
11 for Tia Martha. Outstanding. It is Forrester. Forrester. Who has the high agility of Forrester and Kojiwara?
I've got a 14.
I've got a 6.
You're muted, Coach.
Oh, you're muted. Al.
I have a 6, so that's yours.
Okay, and last but not least, Anatol.
Ocho.
There's the Ocho.
I had to just go uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Okay, so it's Wiggs and then Tia Martha. Wiggs, you go first. These things are all kind of assembled by you. So where you are, like, they are all kind of like standing in front of one of the big nasty pits, the one with the organs in it. It looks like they're all standing there. Some of them have already drawn their daggers. The other ones are reaching inside their cloaks. They're all in a little bitty group. What are you gonna do?
Are any of them close enough for me to grab and slash their throat?
Yeah, you can run up and slash one. Yeah, give me a
Well, I want to use one as a blood sacrifice to cast colors.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, so you can make me an attack roll this round, and if you kill one, then yeah, he'll be a fitting. In fact, since he's still alive, give me that attack roll. Kill him in one round, and we'll see how it goes.
10.
Total of 10 on that attack roll. Final answer. All right, yeah. So you slash down.
Sorry, I was muted. Do we have a sense that a 12 might be better?
Oh, yes. It could be. Yes.
Could be? Okay.
Yeah.
It's now a 12.
Boom. Take that 12. Yeah, that's going to go ahead and hit and roll me some damage on this fellow. Oof, God.
2 points of damage.
So it is still alive.
Do we have a feeling if that 4 points of damage would change that?
You don't know. That I won't go there. You can't tell, But remember, you guys fought. These actually look a little bigger than the ones you guys fought in the last fight. So they look a little bit stouter.
And like it's okay, like I can drain him little by little every time I use the spell.
Yeah, so you can cast a spell like next round now that you have gotten some blood out of them. If you survive the coming onslaught of little dudes, which
knows?
I mean, I'm just calling it like I see it. If you survive the onslaught of little dudes, then you can cast a spell. So that's awesome. So that's a Tia Martha.
I'm going to turn unholy. I'm going to raise my sword to the sky. May by the power of grace, Justicia, turn you back. Maybe I can drive them into a pit. I don't know. It's a 13 gets. I can turn one of them.
Okay, on a 13. All right. I'm rolling initiative. I'm rolling a saving throw. Yeah. No, the one of them runs off turned. All right. So one of them runs away. Shrieking a bit. And there you go. So it is Brank, and then it is their turn. Brank, there are right now 7 left that are in the fight. One of them that got hit last round. One of whom is clearly cowering away from Tia Martha and getting ready to run away.
Okay. Would I be able to smash one with my shield to knock it into one of its buddies if they're close enough to like stagger them and then cleave another one with my axe?
Yeah, you can definitely go for 2 attacks, sure. So you're gonna go for both attacks, and your deed is gonna be to try to knock one into one of the other ones with your shield.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me that shield attack first, then, s'il vous plaît.
All right. I rolled a 3 on my deed die.
Boom.
And I rolled a 14 with my attack.
Outstanding. So that is going to hit, and with the deed, I will say you knock one into the other guy.
Okay.
All right. So that'll give. Let's go ahead and roll damage in that shield attack first. We'll see how it winds up.
Okay, that was 2, 5. 8 points of damage with my shield.
Okay, so Brink hits this one, and like you can tell, something breaks. He flies up and lands into another guy who is going to have to spend at least a movement action this round dealing with that before he can do anything else. And then go ahead and you can still make your axe attack, and that's going to be not at the guy that got stumbled up, but at a different one.
A different one. Yep. Okay.
Go ahead and make that same deed die, please.
Same deed die, so that I made it with the deed die then. So that's a 3, and I just critically succeeded. My luck's back, everybody. Hey.
You got actual 20?
Yeah, natural 20.
Yeah. So roll me your damage.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
Okay. There's no looking up. I'm not looking up a crit for this thing. Just describe real well what happens when you hit this guy with your axe.
All right. Cleave him right in the groin. He lets out a falsetto, twist, pull it out.
Hey. Oh, dude. Oh,
Hubris.
Whew, I need a moment. Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's just say that another pair bites the dust. That guy is messed up. 2 of them are dead, and 1 of them is now under a dead guy and has to deal with that on his round. That was awesome. It is their turn. So the one, I'm going to deal with that guy first. The one who got a guy flung on him, he is going to have to spend his movement action getting himself untangled from his dead buddy. Then he is going to actually run over and try to get Rank. Here comes an attack. He is going to get a total of a 15. Does that get you?
Yeah, it does. My 14.
Okay, so you are going to take, where's my dice? So this will be stalling while I'm looking for the right dice. Oh, how's the weather? Oh, did I say 4 points of damage? He stabs Brink for 4.
Jesus. All right, I got 1 hit point left.
All right, so Wiggs, the one that you stabbed, is going to try to kill you, and is going to get a 16, and you are going to take 4 points of damage. So 1, 2. There are 1, 2, 2, 3. There are 4 left after that, and they are going to divvy up. So one runs over and goes at Kojiwara. Is going to get an 18. The kid's on fire. Kojiwara, you're going to take 3 points of damage. Anatole, 2 of them are going to bum rush the body that you're in right now because you're the boss and they're mad.
Oh, dear me.
That's going to be a 16 and a 15. Let me see what your armor class is.
I heard it's like a 36.
Yeah.
But I heard.
No, it's a 14. They're going to hit you twice. So you're going to take you're going to take a total of 6 points of damage. And by some instinct, you can tell that this body has 1 hit point left.
Okay.
And the last one is going to run up and go after 1, 2, 3, Tia Martha, 4, 5, 6, Forrester. Forrester! That was almost a 3, but it popped over and became a 17. And you were going to take 4 points of damage.
Yikes.
Yeah, they had quite a round this round. But it is your turn. So you have one of the little buggers right in front of you.
All right. I'm going to go Murder Hobbit on him.
Murder Hobbit!
Okay. So I've got an 18 and a 10.
Yes. No, 10 misses.
The 10 misses.
Yeah, the 18 gets him, though.
The 18 does 5 points of damage.
Well, then you can not worry about the other attack because you just killed that one.
Awesome.
Well played. So, y'all see Forrester with that great, crazy arm and just wreck one's body. That was awesome, and it's Kojiwara.
All right. Well, I'm not dead yet. So I'm going to burn the spell burn 2.
Okay.
And cast a Flaming Hands.
Gotcha. Make that check.
Not bad. 19.
And what's the next level up? And is it more helpful for you?
20 is the next one. So it goes from being a single target to I could target 3.
Ooh, 3 targets. Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Okay,
Yeah, that's nice.
It's now going up by 2 points.
Sweet.
Gotcha. Roll me a die 6 plus cleric level.
So that will be 7 points.
Oh yeah, that's going to kill the one that you hit and 2 other ones. So there is officially 2 left that are fighting. Well, sorry, there's 1 wounded one left, 2 unwounded ones left, and 1 guy running away. So that's they have been pretty much beat up at this point. So that was awesome. Nice round, guys. So it is top of the order. Tia Martha, you got a spell ready to go. You got some blood. Do it up.
Blood?
Oh, wrong character. I was
Wiggs.
thinking of Wiggs. Wiggs goes first. It's your turn, and there's blood and all that.
Here.
Shift that over one to the left. No.
Tia Martha, I will share my blood if you want.
That's okay. We're not that kind of religion.
All right, so I slit his throat as a blood sacrifice, cast color spray. And I lose, wait, no. Yes, I lose the spell.
Oh.
Yikes. Sorry. All right, so yeah, you that color spray doesn't go like we would have liked.
But it is a blood spray.
What?
Is it get in someone's eyes?
It's a blood spray.
I'm moving on.
Guys. It's red. It's a color. Red is a color.
See myself out.
Gotcha. Hey, Tia Martha, kill somebody to get that taste out of my mouth.
And I think I heard someone say that he's really hurt. He went, "Ow! I've had an arrow in my ass for an hour and nobody did anything." Is that what I heard? I forgot about it.
Yeah, Brank's hurting pretty good. Still dragging an arrow.
That Frank, I'm sorry, I got distracted and was reveling in my freedom. I guess I'm gonna lay on hands, Frank.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Great, that is 14. So that
And I'm neutral alignment. How that affects you?
I'm lawful, so you get 2 dice. Or
All right, so
I'm doing it is
yeah, so we're using the Deschane rule. So you can roll 2d10, Mike, and then the highest one is how many hit points you get back. Because you're capped off on healing 1 hit die. Because Lori first dude.
10.
There you go. So there you go. Take back 10. Rock and roll. You are back on the map.
Thank you
Nicely
very
done.
much. I appreciate the heal.
Absolutely. Well done, Tia Martha. Anatol, and then Brank.
So one of these ones that stabbed me, can I just essentially take it? Do I feel strong enough in this new body to grab it and throw it in the vat?
Maybe. Give me a strength check this round, and if you grab him this round, the next round you can go for a vat throw. So give me a strength check, and yeah, man. He kicks you in the shin so hard you think you're gonna die from it.
I pull a hammy.
Yeah, you don't get it. You crank something. And turns out this new body has never done a pull up in its life, and it's just soft, man. You didn't realize it's just soft. This is not
Smokes 3 packs a day.
you check your pockets. Malamar bars. Is that all this thing eats? And yeah, man, it's not. It's not good. But that's okay though, because it's time for Brink, newly regenerated, full of hit points, to murder somebody.
All right, how many are left?
There are 1, 2. There are 3 left. 1 is wounded, 2 are unwounded, and there's 1 running. 3 left that are fighting, 1 running away.
All right, so
For a total of 4.
I'm gonna attack with my shield, just kind of bash one in the face. Swing my axe at another one again. I'm gonna try to give it a Glasgow smile.
Glasgow smile. Go ahead and do it.
All right, so
I know what that is, because I sat through all of Sons of Anarchy, to my shame.
all right, D die for the. Do you want me to do the shield attack first?
Either way, since neither's gonna
It's
get
the
the other
same
one.
D die. Yeah. All right. All right. I only rolled a 2 on that.
Okay.
The shield attack I did not make.
Okay.
And then 10, 13, 15 on the axe attack, but the D die was only a 2.
That's fine. It's a hit. It's just no smile to it. Go ahead
Okay.
and,
I'm smiling.
No.
All right. All right. And then the damage is 3, 4, 5, 8 damage.
Okay, so what actually happens is you go a little bit too high and just take the top of its head off.
Okay.
Its brain is briefly exposed to the air, and then it falls over. Looking real bad.
Okay.
It is their turn. They are going to attack. There are a total of 2 wounded ones left. The one who is turned this round, he runs all the way to the northernmost corner up there and is cowering up in the as far away as he can be from y'all. The other 2 that are left, they are both actually going to jump and try to kill Brank Iron Fist as they think you are the dangerous as hell. So
okay.
Yeah. Although actually, no, wait, I take it back, man. They were the wizard with fire. One's going after Brank, one's going after Kojiwara. So Brank, here comes an attack at you. That is going to be a 1. Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Here comes that saving throw. So the one of them charges at you, and he steps on what must be like a liver. Just eats it on the stone floor in front of you. The one that's going after Kojiwara, here it comes. And a second one in a row. Oh, these guys are doing so great. They had one really hot round, and damn it. One of y'all gentle folk roll me a die for, please.
3.
Yeah, I am 3. I'll give you a 3. Yeah. No. Yeah, and drops their dagger, and is like juggling their little curvy knife. Whoa, like an idiot. And that is all they have this round. And that is when it's Forrester goes, and then Kojiwara.
All right. Forrester is going to run up to that one who just dropped his dagger and chop him up.
Do it up, man.
Okay. So big arm does 17 and little arm does 3.
Big arm's going to dominate this one.
Okay. So big arm hits for 9 points.
Ooh, big arm hits for 9 points. That is a dead guy. Come on. There is one left who is still in the fight. It is wounded. It's the one that Wiggs cut that first round. And it is Kojiwara.
I'm just going to grab my club and try to whack him over the head.
El Kabong. Sometimes the old ways are best. Make your attack roll, cousin.
I got a 3.
Yeah, that's not. We don't bring you for your club swinging skills.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I love your critic reference.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I love it.
That show should have gone 10 seasons. That show should still be on the air. I loved the critic. I can't.
That show created Family Guy, but segue. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that show created Family Guy. I mean, when you think about what it did into Family Guy, yeah, way ahead of its time.
I'm putting a pin in this, okay? Putting the pin. We're moving on, and it's Wiggs.
All right, there's 2 left.
There's one left that's wounded, and one who has turned and is like hiding and cowering in the farthest most corner of this room.
I will cast Magic Missile just to see if I can hit both targets.
Sure.
No.
Did you lose this one?
No, I lost Color Spray.
Not bad. Yes, do it. Roll. You throw a finger and roll me some dice.
Nope, single missile.
Okay. You want to go after the wounding time?
Yeah, sure.
Roll me some damage, my friend.
3 points of damage.
Yeah, you whacked that one. Sure. Okay, so there are no more combatants left. The only one that's still standing is the one that Tia Martha turned, who is cowering up there in the uppermost part of the area up there.
And the only door out of here is the one we came in?
No. So there is. So here's the deal. So there is another door on the east wall, but from you were in that hallway out there. You're pretty sure that door goes into that same hallway you were in a minute ago. Okay. There are on the west wall, however, there are 1, 2, 3 doors on the west wall, and each one has a little tiny 5-foot, like there's three 5-foot alcoves. At the back of each one is a little door.
Who is bleeding? All
Hey,
right.
I'm gonna let y'all heal. I need 1 minute. I'm gonna run over here and do something. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. I've only got 3 hit points.
Cool.
Okay.
Alex, say something entertaining.
Okay. Well,
I'm at 1 hit point. I don't know if
Oh, you
that's
got
entertaining.
put my hand
I was
on
that
top of
close.
Forrester's head. My brave little friend, truly you are valorous and shall be healed by Justicia. She's not in the mood right now. I'm sorry. I'll come back to you.
No.
That did not trigger. That's good. But all right, Anatol, we'll see if she recognizes you or not. Because she's not really fond of Anatol, but sometimes she'll help him. 13 will do it. Lawful, right?
Yep, I'm lawful.
Same is 2 dice.
I'm gonna guess
for you.
that this thing is a 8 hit die. I'll ask Brendan, but I'll roll.
All right, so Forrester. Try one more time.
All right.
Might not like the fire thing, but I can't say for sure. I don't speak for her. Okay, what's your alignment? Neutral?
No, I'm lawful.
Lawful too. Okay, 4 dice.
Nice.
Roll 4, keep the best one.
You guys remember hobbits are D6, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks. Six points.
Anyone else
I'm pretty
need to feel the touch
bad.
of Justicia?
You already made me wonderful earlier, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so is everybody healed up? Y'all feeling better?
I'm still pretty bad off.
Oh,
Brendan, does this body have a D8 hit die?
right.
The big fellow?
Yeah.
Put my hand on your forehead and say,
Actually, he is 2d6. What?
18. What's your alignment, Kojabar?
Neutral.
All right, it's 2 dice.
So I roll 2 dice and I take the higher one. Am I understanding that right? Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's the Deschane rule that I have committed myself to. It's actually that's going to be canon come X-Crawl Classics.
I'm gonna get royalties for it. Every time someone rolls it, they have to send me 50 cents.
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, it's worse. You didn't read the fine print. They can get around that. They just call you up and give you a little 50 cents. I'm going to the candy shop. So sorry, he's not even a good rapper. So sorry about that.
You're gonna get
He's
Joseph's food. Right, are you still pretty hurt, Kojawara?
Yeah.
All right,
If you have it in you to do another one, that would be awesome.
right.
But
I'll kind of
I
squish
won't beg.
We're
But
good at this time. It's gonna be good this time.
all right.
Need another 2.
Awesome. Thank you.
Back.
That brings me up to full.
Excellent. Justicia's justice is infinite. Just limitations of her instruments. Right. So, listen to the doors, pick a door.
Or also, what's the deal with these vats?
Oh yeah.
We're going to go check this out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it looks like the vat that you guys were fighting in front of is the organ vat. So it looks like the body that Anatol is using was cutting up people with that great big cleaver of his, and then the other ones were taking them down. And it looks like you can see where this one is all like organ meat and blood and viscera, and the other one has got mostly skin and arms and heads and things. And you can see where the stuff is being kind of broken down here. There are pipes that are going into the floor that are feeding something. We don't know, but it looks like this stuff rends in these vats for a while and then goes someplace down these pipes.
Do the vats look like they're like making them into like a stew kind of, or is it almost kind of alchemical, or is it just like a storage vat?
You know what? You think you kind of hit it on the head with stew. It looks like they're kind of like cooking all of these bits into just down to their protein bits there, and are sort of like leaving them. I'm trying to say like for purpose unknown. Let's put it that way. They're definitely being cooked into some kind of a stew. You think?
They're feeding something evil. And so I'm going to think about whether or not I could bless it and turn it into holy water stew.
You know what? First of all, why there is no band called Holy Water Stew, I will never understand. I'll just never. That should be a Christian death metal band. Holy Water Stew.
And no one would still listen to them.
They would have just as many listeners as they have now.
Yes.
Their t-shirt sales would be
And
true.
did we just lose viewers?
I got head rush. I know, really. Hey, what happened to the computer? They turned like a hook should come out. Whoa! All right, y'all.
While we're here, I need to resupply my collection of fingers and toes.
You know what? You have hit the mother lode, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually, not even including cutting them off, the one that Tim's riding around on, like let's say you leave those, okay? Yeah, you can get 80 fingers. No, is that right? Yes, 80 fingers and 80 toes. And not only that, but they're also itty bitty, teeny tiny, so you can pack more into a bag.
Gross.
Wow.
Yeah, so I will say I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to take you 20 minutes, okay? But I mean, even though you've gotten good at this kind of thing, but still, that's a lot of fingers and toes. I guess if everybody helps, anybody willing to help cut off fingers and toes?
Absolutely.
Get real stinky soon.
While Wiggs is doing that, I'm gonna go over to the first door. Like if I'm looking at the wall with all the alcoves and doors.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go to the first one on the left.
Okay, so the first one that you would cut, I got you. All right, that is going to be this door. So here's what you see. This is a little bitty 20 by maybe 10 by 15 chamber. Okay, there's a door on the north wall of it and a door on the south wall. It's a tiny little rough-hewn, squared-off chamber. And as you look in here, here's what you see. There's a naked half-size mutations are suspended in glass tanks glowing with purple light. So you guys see that there are glass tanks in here that have like these little, it looks like more of the things that you guys have been fighting, that they're in, you take a look, you can see where they've been kind of like ripped up and hacked on and such. Now they're kind of floating here in this glass tank.
Like, is it a restorative tank or this like a pickled, I'm at the Muter Museum kind of tank?
I mean, it's hard to say, okay? But like, you can see that the things that are in there are definitely wounded. They're helpless right now. They're just floating there, kind of with like a boggled look on their face. You're not sure, just from looking at it, what's really going on here. Like, are they regenerating in here, or is this a special sauce for the stew? I mean, it's all new to y'all.
Can I rap on the glass and see if they move?
Yeah, you kind of bang on it. They kind of like, sort of react to it, like, but they don't.
All right, well, they ain't dead.
Like,
all right.
No, they're not dead. They're not dead.
Sorry, which door was this?
This is the first door on the left. So there's 3 doors. When he said the first door, I assumed it was the closest one. So there are 3 doors on the west wall. Like there's 3 little alcoves, 10-foot or 5-foot alcoves. Each one ends in a door. Y'all went to the very first one. This one,
the southernmost one?
The southernmost one, yeah. There's a door going north out of here and a door going south out of this little tiny room.
I say I would like to dump out the tank. I tell my companions that I want to dump out the tank.
Okay. You dump the tank out. I mean, it dumps like, 40 gallons of like, nasty water on the ground. You tip it over, it breaks. these two things are like flopping around there, like just kind of like making their way out on the ground. But they're starting to snap out of it now that they're out of there. And you can see, there's two little 3 foot tall, scrunchy faced little guys, and they're scrabbling around and like starting to wake up a little bit.
I was gonna give my friends a chance to tell me no, but okay. I guess we'll put them out of their misery.
See what happens.
See, this is the problem, Tia Martha, when you're the voice of reason. When you decide to go buck wild, it's just gonna happen. No one's telling you no. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. So I'm going to use my one big strong arm and just squeeze the neck of one of the two until
Gotcha.
it's blue.
It takes a little bit, but you go. You go ahead and you choke that one out. Just he can't defend himself. You kill it.
Ugh.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, take 1 experience point from the last room.
I'll take my sword and just put the other one out of its misery.
It is dead. So there's a door going north in here and a door going south in here.
I would like to listen to the southernmost door.
All right, you listen to that door and you hear someone like making a noise like that.
I open up the door.
Okay, so sure enough, there is a can't go back. So there's a figure there bound up with a bag over its head. They are wearing just like small clothes. It's an elf.
Does small clothes mean underwear?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do I see anything else going on in the room?
Nope. Elf tied up, bag over his head.
I will stand behind it and remove the bag from its head.
Okay, it looks around. This thing has been beat to hell. He's in real rough shape. But he looks up at you and is like, "Water, please, water."
What is my detective?
God, that hurt me.
Sorry, buddy, I don't got any water. There's some stew in the other room.
Oh God. Of course.
He throws up in his mouth a little bit, and continues to ask for water.
Do any of you guys have water?
I do. I'll give him water.
Yeah, he's very greatful and says thank you in Dwarvish. He actually speaks Dwarvish, and at least he knows that word. And he is like, "You gotta let me out. Help me, please."
Hey, Brendan.
Yes.
What does my detective say about this elf?
Let me roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He looks to be. You're lawful, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he is an opposed alignment from you.
Oh, he's chaotic. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to try to kill me.
He just likes to party.
I have on my character sheet fruit. I will give him a piece of fruit.
All right. Well, he is very grateful for that. He eats that up, gratefully, and
nice.
do y'all untie him, or are you feeding him the fruit?
I will cut off a slice and let him take it in his mouth because I'm like,
yeah.
Where are you?
He gratefully eats that, and now that he has some water and is somewhat refreshed, asks if someone will untie him. He's like, "Please help me! You have to help me get out of here! They're mad! This is a madhouse! A madhouse!"
I'm currently standing behind him, and I've got my little axe in my hand, and I'm like looking at my friends, like, "Do you want to stop me?"
I put my finger on his lips and I go, "Shh." And I say in Dwarvish, "You need to be quiet." And basically I say, "Outside is bad, right now is good. Tell us what happened, or we'll cave your skull in."
Okay.
Is that all in Dwarvish?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, he responds in Dwarvish to you. He says that he and 2 of his companions, they came here because they heard that there was a cavern of dreams, and he was hoping to go in there and use that to connect to a really, a very powerful magic being who he hope would grant him the ability to cast spells and things. And he went in there, and there was a confrontation, and one of his companions started talking, like mouthing off to the guys there. And a fight broke out. They jumped him. He woke up down here. And every once in a while, those little guys come by here and, like threaten him and such. But they haven't, they've beaten him up a couple times, but they have not killed him yet.
Okay, so a quick question, just because I've obviously missed some of the sessions.
Yeah.
Kind of piecing things together. I've heard like things are missing eyes. Like, do things have, or there's eye creatures? Or do people ever have extra eyes, or is it just their eyes go missing?
Since you've been here, you have seen people with missing eyes. You've also seen one wizard become a giant creature just made of a whole string of eyeballs. I'm trying to think if y'all have encountered anything that had extra eyes.
There's definitely a theme.
Yeah, there was
pillars that had eyeballs on them.
Yeah, there were 2 giant pillars that turned out to be eye stalks that killed our buddy.
Okay.
Didn't the little dudes have eyes on our heads as well, or no? Do they have like extra eyes?
Some of them did, yeah. Not these guys, but some of them did.
So,
yeah.
I run my hands through his hair real quick to see if I feel like any like hidden eyeballs.
Gotcha.
And then after that, I relay the information to the group that you just imparted on me, and say, it's up to you. I don't, at this juncture, feel he's any danger.
Does anybody else here speak dwarf, or is Brink the only one who understood this conversation?
I don't speak dwarf.
Mm-hmm. I don't.
All right. So I'll go ahead and start cutting his bonds.
He's like, he switches to common. Thank you, Master Halfling. Thank you, friends. He gets it. He can barely
Hobbit,
stand.
Never
up.
halfling.
Oh, Hobbit. I'm sorry. Oh, you're Southern. I didn't get that. Yeah.
Very offensive to call me a halfling. I'm not half of anything.
I apologize, Master Hobbit. That was very, very, very. He's like, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. He rubs his wrists all over. He's like, oh, I can't believe it. He gets up and if you will let, he's like trying to like sidle past you. He's like, I have to get out of this madhouse. He wants to leave.
Put my hand up.
Huh?
You're staying with us. You
All
don't
right.
fight, or you die now.
I'll need a weapon.
Does anyone have like a shiv?
Those dudes outside had some weapons, right?
He can have any of mine.
Curvy daggers.
I'm sure he's better with them than I am.
You can have 2 curvy daggers.
From my point of view on this character, he doesn't know anything outside of this room, right?
He says he was in the main caravan. Your character came in with the rest of them when y'all first got here. It was like a chamber. There was a guy. There was smoke, and he was like, telling people if you left him 10,000 gold pieces, you could just dream and dream down here and have a connection with the rest of the universe and such. It didn't go like that. Let's just say.
Okay. So again, I try to impart to him, you will die if you don't stay with us. We need the help, and you want to live.
All right. He takes 2 daggers and is going to hang out in the back and do his best.
Okay.
All right. So you officially picked up an elf. Hey, roll percentage dice. Who hasn't rolled in a while? Tim, roll me some percentage dice.
26.
26? Why, turns out his name is Gondolor. Gondelor.
He's like a mixture of a boat and a man from Gondor.
Gotcha.
Or he's just a misspelled gondolier.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen him pull anything yet, so until you do, there's no telling. I guess you could have him try to sing something in Italian, though. They're big on it. So
I haven't tried to talk as this big thing yet, so I'm, probably forgetting myself. So I want to say, like, nice to meet you, Gondolor, and I want to see how that.
he flinches away from you, like, oh, and is terrified.
All right. But there are more rooms for us to check, right?
Yeah. So there's a door. You went to the south door out of that place, the glass tank that y'all smashed.
Yeah.
But there was also a door to the north of that
Which I'm thinking is the same room that the middle door from the other room would have taken us into. So let's go check that one out.
It would be weird. Let's just say from the way it's all set up, you think it would be weird if it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, you head your way up there. So here's what you see. You open that door up. You see 3 4-foot-tall pyramids positioned in a triangular pattern in the room. Each pyramid is topped by a spinning glass prism dancing with lights. And that is what you see.
Is there a door to the north in this room?
Yes, there's a door to the north, and there's a door that you are correct can only lead back into that room that you were in a moment ago.
What is the light reflected by the prisms doing? Like, is it making a rainbow on the walls, or? It's
kind of flashing around. You're like look into the light.
I'm not looking into the light. I'm looking at the walls. Like, is it painting up?
You look at the wall. Yeah, it's leaving like very fast moving disco bubbles on the wall, ceiling, and floors.
Is it random, or is there a type of pattern?
It's kind of chaotic. It's kind of chaotic, but it's like dots and things,
Like it could be a little bit nauseating and dizzying to like look at it for too long, maybe.
We're not talking about seeing you naked.
No, that's divine, Michael. That's divine.
Does Anatole try to like look into it and see if it messes with him?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's try it.
All right. So you take a look into it, and all of a sudden, like your perception changes, and like for a moment, you are looking into some kind of a library somewhere before. In fact, it's the library you were in, because you can see where all those books got knocked on the floor by I forget who went crazy and knocked Kojiwara. Am I right?
Yeah, we were fighting all the books and.
Yeah, you see the light. You see the library where Kojiwara went nuts. The books are still on the floor. You see that chamber with the altar that y'all went through. You see that for a moment, and then you see a room all filled with monsters. Give me a luck check, Tim. Roll low.
Wait, is this like a Tillinghast resonator?
What now?
Is this like a Tillinghast resonator? Do they see me back?
Who knows?
I made it.
It could be a what was that from This Island Earth? An oscillator. What was it from This Island Earth? I can't think what it's called. Interoscillator, something like that. I don't know. Did you make your luck check?
I did.
And then you also see a kennel filled with monsters in cages. All these things in there. One of the monsters you see in the kennel is an owlbear, which you have only heard of. But, you can't miss it. It's a giant bear thing. It's got a beak, trying to get out of there. You just see it for a second.
We need owlbear fur to restore Anatole to his body.
We do.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, since I can't talk, do I come back to my own senses again?
Actually, yeah. You flip through, and then for a moment, you're looking at yourselves in this room. Like you see everybody else, and then it flips down to the back. If you drag your perception away from it, then it goes back to normal.
All right. I'll do like the. If no one gets it, I'll ask for parchment. I'll do.
Yeah, I'll get out the parchment.
So I'll write a quick summary of like I can see into other places. It looks like a scrying stone of some sort.
Okay.
So that is what you see.
I am going to walk into the room and walk around the pyramids and then go listen to the other door.
The door on the north wall. Gotcha. All right. It is quiet. You don't hear anything in there.
I'm going to throw caution to the wind and pop it open.
Okay. You see green light glowing from a large glass cylinder. There are eyeballs floating in viscous liquid, seeming to stare directly at you. So it's a big glass tank filled with floating eyeballs. They're all staring over there at you. Dun, dun, dun.
Are there any other doors in this room?
Yes, there's one door there to the north.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little hop to the left and a little hop to the right and see if the eyeballs are moving with me the whole time.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
And can I tell,
are the eyeballs... Put your hands on your hips and put your knees in time.
Are they smizing? Like, do they look like they're entertained by my jumping, or?
They are. Here's the thing. It's so hard to tell bedroom eyes from hate eyes if there are no eyelids. Okay, so really, you definitely have their attention. You just don't know how they feel about it.
Yeah. All right.
Hungry eyes.
And there is once more. There's a door that must be the northernmost door in there that goes back to the room past with the vats. But there's also a door to the north of here.
Any Betty Davis eyes?
She's precocious. Right. No more of that, babe. No more of that.
Well, do we want to use the colorful pyramids to travel to other spaces? Do we want to check out this next door?
I'll point to like the one more door since we're here.
All right. I'll go up and I'll listen through that door.
Okay, you listen to that door and you hear nothing. It's quiet.
I open it.
Okay, so this room contains several empty crates, and on the wall, on the west wall, is a circular hatch. It's not like there's no door to the north. The only other door out of here, the way you came through, is this little hatch. It's a little round thing that you would more like have to crawl through.
And there's nothing in this room except the hatch.
And crates.
A couple empty crates.
Empty crates.
Yeah.
I would like to start going through the crates.
All right, you go through every one of the crates. You kind of lift them up. They all seem just empty.
Okay, and there's nothing like hidden behind them or beneath them.
Now you pick up a couple of them. You look behind them all. You don't see anything.
Okay, I would like to listen through the hatch.
Okay, you listen to that hatch. It is definitely quiet down there. Although, actually, you hear a clunk, and it's that same kind of clunk noise that you kept hearing continually on the other level. It's far off, but you're starting to hear it.
I look at my friends and I open the hatch.
All right. Yeah, you open that hatchway. It's again just a little hatch, but you see that there are stairs. The stairs go down to another to the back of another hatch. It looks like. So the stairs go down about very steep stairs. Go down or up? I guess down. Yeah, down. They go down 20 feet and to what was at the back of another hatch.
All right. Do you guys want to follow this lead?
You go first.
All right. I'm going down the stairs and I'm listening at this next hatch.
Okay. You listen at the next hatch. Other than occasionally you hear that clunking sound like you were hearing before, you do not hear anything else here.
I open the hatch.
Okay, so here is what you see. When you open that hatch up, you find yourself back in the antechamber with the flaming braziers that you came down those stairs and you came down the stairs. There were 2 braziers there, and it was the first room that you went to on this level after you came out of that room from upstairs.
It's the room that was behind the tapestry.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And this is clearly a secret door that you guys missed, and you have now come through it. It's very obvious now that you see where it is. So the northernmost corner of the room. And you're back here. So you can either go back up the stairs or back through, or however you want to do it.
I would go back to see if we can use the pyramids to get to the owlbear, maybe.
Yeah.
You want to go back up and try to find the menagerie?
Yeah. We
So you got it.
Is our goal that we're all going to try to tune into the light, and then when we're in the owlbear room, try to disconnect from it? Is that kind of the idea, to see if that makes us appear in that room?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Sure. Let's try it.
That's a better guess than I have.
Gotcha. So y'all all go back up into that room. You guys, everyone kind of puts their face up to a pyramid. The one difference for all of y'all is that at one point it actually cycles through Anatol. So for a moment, everyone sees through Anatol's eyes as well. Everyone but Anatol, who just feels like it's just his regular perception. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get super nauseous.
But then when you guys get to what happens, there's a point where everyone is suddenly looking into this room with caged up monsters, including an owlbear.
All right. At that moment, I would like to try to disconnect myself from it so that I'm in this room.
Gotcha. You sort of disconnect from it and such, but you don't seem to have gone anywhere. You seem to be right where you started off from.
All right, so just
that room with the pyramids. Yeah.
Brendan, when we were looking at that room this time around, was there anything about the construction, the walls of the floor, that might clue us in as to what level? Like, where is this down below us, or is this like? Is this in, like,
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Yeah, and perhaps the dwarf, when he's looking through the eyes on that level, might have be able to use his dwarfy senses to figure that out too.
I mean, yeah, I guess, like, would I be able to use senses through my own ability if I'm just perceiving through someone?
If you had seen something in there before, okay, you definitely think, yeah, I will say it. Brink definitely thinks it's back up on the level that y'all came from, but not a room you have been to yet. You're not sure where it is, but you think the way that the flags are, you think it's from the level above you that y'all came from when you guys came in here. It was still, like down here on this, not where you just were in that room with the vat, but down here on most of this level, it's been rough stone. But you think this is like, you think that this is back where y'all came from. You think this is back in that room beyond the tapestry.
All right, then you guys want to head back on up to that level via the secret door we just found?
Y'all gonna go for it? All right, let me break that map out real quick.
You guys are the best friends a guy could have. All this for me to get my body back. Gee whiz.
Oh no, I'm getting paid to be in this session.
and meanwhile, while Anatol's saying that, he's just going.
Okay, so got it. Okay, so you guys make your way back up to the stairs, and you are back. Oh, I'm sorry, we're having a storm all of a sudden out of nowhere. That's wild. Okay, you guys make your way back up the stairs, and you were at the doors that are behind the tapestry. We go through those doors back behind the tapestry.
Yeah.
And you see that there are the two doors that are in there, both of which clearly lead back to the room that had the giant worm statue and those pillars.
Okay.
All right, and when y'all go back into that room. I'm going to go ahead and roll for wandering encounters because it's been a minute and you're back up on another level here. All right. It's empty still. There are two doors to the north that you have not been through yet, or you can go back to the doors to the hallway and search around there some more. I think the only thing I think that you went to every, no, actually one of them. So yeah, either you can go to the doors to the north in here, or go to the eastward doors, which are going to lead you back into the hallway that y'all came up from. This is the hallway that y'all got to from the place of the flagstones that y'all were carefully stepping from red to red to red to red, those ones. So you can either go back into the hallway where that archway is, or you can go to the door to the north.
We haven't been to the door to the north yet, so I'll point that direction.
All right, y'all gonna go that direction, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. You 1 second. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, so as you open the door, a cacophony of growls, hisses, and shrieks erupt as soon as you open the door. Iron cages line the wall, filled with a wild assortment of beasts from far-flung regions. Two spiny hounds leap to the ground in front of you. Each has enormous eyes with stone gray irises in their flanks. The vile beasts trot towards you sideways on 3 pairs of legs, all the while hissing and tossing their heads from side to side. So these 2 creatures are coming at you guys, and these things have, like I said, so they're giant, big, evil-looking dogs. On their right flank, each has 2 huge eyes. They're kind of coming at you flank first. So these eyes are looking at you. They're like, the other cages are all full of monsters and things as well, including Mr. Owlbear that you all saw before. And yeah, sure enough, these things are coming at you. So go ahead and give me an initiative check. D20, add your mod. Ooh, finally got an 18. I'm finally gonna go first. Okay, so I got an 18 initiative. Anybody beat that?
I got an 18 also.
All right, you go first.
Once again, your nemesis beats you.
Let me. I know, right? My arch enemy, as always. So Tia Martha on 18. Anatole.
6.
6 for Anatole. Wiggs.
11.
Brank.
13.
Kojiwara.
16.
16 for Kojiwara. Forrester.
13.
13 for the Forrester. Who on this? Tia Martha, Kojiwara, Forrester, Rank, Wiggs, Anatole. That's everybody. So Tia Martha, you can go first before these things go.
All right, I'm gonna cast paralysis.
All right. Give me that roll.
Shoot, 13. Okay, I got a 13.
13. Okay, that is going to. I think that just puts it on your weapon. So next round you can attack. Yep. The DC will be a 13 to not be paralyzed. Am I right?
Yep. Hands are weapons. Yeah. Good. At least I passed.
Okay. So that is it for them. So it is. They are going to go next. So since you cast that spell, one comes at Tia Martha. And I'm going to roll randomly for the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I own a die 5. 4. Okay, one's coming at you and one is coming at Anatole. So here it comes. They kind of run up and look you in the eyes. Tia Martha and Anatole, please both make me a DC 12 fortitude save.
4. Am I using my own fortitude for this, Brendan, or should I use this
guy? I guess fortitude save. You should use his. Hold up. Checking. 1 moment, please. He is going to have a +1, so probably similar.
I rolled Uno
for okay. And how did Tia Martha do?
I failed.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. So both of them run up there, and like these creatures run up and look at them both, and you see Tia Martha and Anatole both turn to stone.
Ooh.
That's dirty business. Dirty pool.
You know. www.talktojobaboutit.com.
I could use those 2 statues at my pool.
Curse you, Bitman.
All right, we'll see how it all. Hey, look, nothing's over until we decide it is.
Now I have a question. Are Anatole's eyes also stone, or are his eyes on a stone statue?
Ooh, you know what? Anatole, give me a luck check. This is a luck check, baby.
I made it like flat on what I have right now.
Yeah. You know what? At the last second, like the body turns to stone, but your eyes jump off there like little tiny paratroopers landing on the ground.
Good call on that one, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yeah, good call. I gotta say, that was a nice move. All right. Yeah.
The GM.
No, I mean, that's legit. I mean, y'all are two creatures. Two hearts that beat as one. So the fight isn't over though, y'all. The fight is not over. So that's what they do. They run over and stare at you guys. So it is Kojiwara and then Forrester.
I guess I'm gonna give Flaming Hands a try here.
Okay, roll me some dice.
Trying to decide how much I have to burn to keep it. I think 12 is like the base on most of the spells.
Yep.
So
you need a 12.
I'll burn 4 points of luck to make it a 12.
Okay. Gotcha. You burn 4 points of luck and are going to go ahead and get that so you don't lose the spell.
So 1d3.
Yep.
I don't know. There's two of these things.
Yes, there are.
And yeah, just whichever one. I guess it doesn't matter at this point.
Not so far, yeah.
3 points.
Okay, one of them is burnt. The other one is still up. Okay. And from there, it is going to be. It's going to be Brank Iron Fist.
Okay.
I want to, since you weren't here for this, I'm not wrong about this. Brank is the one that wound up with that shield, right?
No, that was me.
Oh, gotcha. All right, nothing.
Way to be selfish, Tiamara. All right, so there's still two left. One's burnt and one's
exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna smash the one in the eyes with my shield. That'll be my mighty deed. Gotcha. And the other one, I want to, instead of using my axe, I want to take the blade. I want to take the flat part and smash it in the face as well. See if I can like blind both of them, where they're gonna have to like blink and not,
Okay, so all right. So are you going to be careful to not look at them in the eye as you run up there and melee attack them? Or
yeah, because I have 2 new statues for my pool, so I found something to live for. So I'm going to go ahead and not look. So whatever modifier that.
Yeah, take a -1 die on both attacks. So you're looking at a die 16 and die 12.
Okay. All right. So I'll do the shield first. So the
gotcha.
D die, I hit. I got a 3 on the D die.
Okay.
And then the D6 or the D14, I got a 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 hits.
All right, so yeah, I hit with that. So then that's a D3 plus 2, or plus 3, sorry. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So
okay.
9 for that one.
Yeah, you actually kill the wounded one with that. So you don't just blind him for a round. You actually kill it. It falls over.
Okay. So bam, that was my shield. And then slap the other one with my axe. I got the I got the 3 on that, and then 16s. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Thank you for that support, Wiggs.
I feel for you, man.
Thanks. So I critically failed on that.
Critically failed. Okay, I'm going to call that, rather than a regular fumble, I'm going to call that an automatic fortitude save DC 12. It did not, you tried not to look into its eyes, but how bad could it be?
All right, so fortitude, I get a +1. I rolled a 6.
All right, final answer?
Goad doesn't love me, so.
I mean, are you going to spend some luck? Because I can't spend.
Well, yeah, so
I can't do
luck.
it to completely bring it up on my own.
Yeah, I'll spend 6 points of luck.
Well, you spend 6 points of luck to make that saving throw.
You can spend 4 points of luck, and I'll spend 1 to bump that up to another 2.
Okay, so
Cool.
I'll spend. Okay.
Nicely done, guys. So yeah, so you don't hit. The last minute though, you just luckily blink at just the right moment and do not catch being caught on stone. So it is time for Forrester to go. Forrester.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and start running in hatchet style.
All right, yeah. So go ahead and be -1 die on each attack.
All right, I'm doing D14s. Is a 14 a crit?
Okay, so a 14 is a crit. What's your normal crit and die?
Normally I'm rolling 2 D16s and I need a 16. But if I roll a 14 on a D14?
Yeah, but this is how I do it. What's your normal crit die on table?
My normal crit die would be a D8 on table 3.
Okay, so instead, that's special for a halfling. So instead, roll me a D6 on table 2.
Okay.
And I got the table up, so just tell me what you got.
Perfect. I rolled a 1, and my current luck modifier is -1, so it's a 0.
No, your luck modifier doesn't change, even though when you burn luck points. That's
it doesn't. Oh, perfect. No. Okay, so then it's a +1, so it's a 2.
All right, cool. Slash to head removes foe ear. Inflict +1 D6 damage with a strike and leave the enemy with a nasty scar. So roll your damage, add an extra die 6, please.
That is a total of 14 points.
Yeah, you kill the mess out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kill it.
Murder Hobbit. And you thought we were going to finish this session.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys went back up into the, part of the dungeon, which is, totally cool. So, sure enough, let me describe to you the monsters that are in here that y'all see. You all see the following. Okay, there are 2 giant ants in one cage. There's a gargoyle in a cage. There's a 4-armed ape man in a cage. 2 dire wolves, they're each in separate cages. There is Mr. Owlbear, as described before, and there is a giant rat.
I've always wanted to be a giant ape, guys. So
this is your chance.
All right.
I'm assuming that the owlbear sheds. Yeah. Like we don't actually have to kill it.
Also, is there an empty cage? Because then maybe Anatol can step into that cage, we can lock him in, and then he can move his eyeballs off.
Oh, gotcha. Good call. You know what? I'm actually going to count the cages up on the map. This is the beauty of our beautiful map system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9. So I will say, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, there is 1 empty cage.
Nice.
Nicely done, dude. Clever. So you put dude into the 1 cage and lock it back on, and then his eyeballs come off of it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so his eyeballs fly off. That guy, gets it together, looks around, sees what's going on, and then is going to throw his hatchet through the bars at Forrester. So I mean, here's the deal. That's an awkward shot for him. He has to literally lean his arm through it and then chunk that hatchet or a cleaver. So I'm only going to give him a D16 for his attack roll. Right. He gets a 4. It flies across there. It bangs on the arm. The gargoyle shrieks at him, and the whole place just erupts. The whole place is going ape. And that is what he does. So Anatol, are you going to climb on that ape guy and try to take over his body?
Yes, I want to be a giant ape.
Gotcha. Well, I actually have to look up the stat. He's, presumably, I got him in the back of I think he's in the back of the book. So otherwise, I'm gonna have to wing it. Which you all know, I am not scared to. Is that an ape giant? You think? Ape.
Gorilla. Are there any tufts of owlbear fur sitting around the cage? Hair always collects in the corner.
Yeah, I'll say that there are. Ape man, 4-armed ape man. Look at this. Hey, Tim, he's on page 395 of the core book. If you want to take a look at him. But give me a willpower save. You got to beat my 7.
12.
Yep. Guess what? Sing along with me. I'm an 8-man. I'm an 8-babe. Nobody? Y'all are a bunch of stiffs. All right. So, yeah, you have taken over a 4-armed 8-man. You can look at his stats on page 395 of your core book.
Sweet.
Yep. Yeah. So suddenly you are a 4-armed. But here's the thing: the cage is locked. Someone's got to bust him out of there.
And you get 4d20 actions. Around.
I have thieves' tools.
Say what?
I have thieves' tools to get him out of there.
Yeah, you got to give him to Anatol. The only one that can pick locks, though. So
yeah, I'll try and do it from my side.
Yeah, give me a D16 there. Check there.
Yeah, with your big sausage fingers.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do have, but I have 20 sausage fingers.
Yeah, that's true. That would actually be really helpful, you know.
13.
Okay. So, show enough. You are going to free your. Yeah, you get yourself free. You slip out the back, Jack, and are now out of there. So, yeah, you guys are all free. I'll say, yeah, you can collect some owlbear fur from the corner. Tia Martha still made of stone. What are we gonna do?
Am I conscious?
Am
I mobile?
I'll tell you what. Okay, there's no real instructions for this thing down here. So let's get into some dice rolls. Tia Martha, I want you to make me a luck check and roll low. And I will say, if you make this thing, then in this particular case, you still have consciousness.
All right. I made it by 3.
Okay, so you are still conscious. You realize that you have been turned to stone.
Oh, I'll have a moment of existential horror, and then I will.
Been there.
Let's see. I don't have anything I can really do about this except for like pray for divine intervention.
Pray for divine intervention. I knew it was coming eventually.
I have never done this before.
Well, you take a 10-point disapproval just for trying it. And let me look and see if they even have like it's actually called Divine Aid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if there's a good chart here someplace. It doesn't come up much.
Divine Aid.
It
3,
only gives
5,
you
7.
Yeah. It gives you like what an 18 or a 20 would give you type thing.
That's what I want. That's all I want.
I think like their example is like an 18 or a 20 would give you a column of fire.
Check the weather.
Right.
Okay, I will say that this is going to be to ask for divine aid and have yourself returned back to stone. I'm going to call it a DC 20.
And I'm running low on luck, but I'm happy to try.
Great. This puts my disapproval at a 16.
That's awesome.
That's after I cast this, right? Or
yeah, you get to don't you know.
Right. Ooh, no, I got a 19. I will spend my own luck for this unless Jeff wants to. Let's see.
Yeah. 19. So you're with the understanding that your God is going to want an amazing service for this. Y'all all see an amazing moment of clarity. There's just the God lights come from the ceiling. Oh, they all bathe all over the statue where you see Tia Martha there, suddenly bathed in this beautiful light. And then the statue's features melt and become flesh.
Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought. Forrester says.
Yeah.
Except for one thing, Tia Martha.
Yes.
One of your fingertips is still made out of stone. Like the smallest finger on your right hand is like stone from the last knuckle up, to remind you of the debt that you owe the gods for your service this day.
Yeah. Oh, did Forrester contribute to that? Or am I spending my own luck for this? Right.
Oh yeah, you said you're spending your own.
Yeah, I'll spend my own. That's
I'm down to 6 right now.
Oof.
Yeah. All right. So I'm done with casting spells for the day, for the adventure. Yeah, that's I can't believe I succeeded at that.
We just need to find a temple for you where you can make some appropriate sacrifices.
Blood sacrifices?
Yes!
Baby
I mean,
finger?
you're stoned. I was going to say, does she really need that finger anymore now that it's stone?
I mean, that's kind of an easy give for the gods. She's like, oh, I'm done. Whatever.
7 fingers on my left hand is stone. Okay.
Just that little tidbit there, but it's totally stone. Wow.
Okay.
Do we? I don't remember. Do we know what we're supposed to do with the owlbear fur?
Yeah, we also need Eye of Newt and I have notes.
Are there any newts in here?
Shouty something? I can't
All right, hold on a minute.
You can alter. Okay.
Shouty, where your head at? Shouty, where your head at? Sorry, guys. All right. So you need the following. Okay. Yeah, you need Shody tongue, Eye of Newt, and owlbear fur.
We need chode.
Shody tongue. It's a thing. All right. That's enough out of you, hubris.
Are there any creatures here that fit that description?
That was the most exciting part of your day. No,
Yes,
you don't see any. Mine too. You see the no, you don't. You look around for a chody, whatever that happens to be. You do not see one. They're lizard creatures that are like newts, apparently. If I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, it's a tadpole-like creature from the southern swamps, and an Eye of Newt and an owlbear fur. So you have the fur. So write down that you guys have got enough owlbear. You have owlbear fur enough to finish up the ritual.
Are there any other doors in this room?
Why, I'm glad you asked, he said, stalling. Yes, there are 2 doors that lead on the east wall that you don't know where they go.
I would like to listen to the southernmost.
I'm sorry, let me go. It's a double door, is what you're looking at there. Two. It's a double door on the east wall. My bad.
I would like to listen to the double doors.
Cool. You listen in on those doors, and you don't hear anything. It's quiet over there.
Hey, Ape Man, are these doors trapped?
I'll punch them open.
Yeah, you smash through that door, and yeah, sure enough,
they are.
No,
Are we sure Anatole wants his body back?
At this point, I don't think I do, actually.
All right. Yeah, that is what you were in. These doors break open into a short hallway. You see a door across the way, and that's all you see. There's one door on the far wall.
Is it evil? Is it an evil?
But no, the door is not evil. But Wiggs, you have a very strong premonition that just next to that door there is a secret door.
I'll investigate it further.
Say what?
I will investigate the secret door further.
Okay.
With my stick.
Gotcha. Let me see. All right. Yeah. You mess about with it, and you quickly find the way in through the secret door. Hold on 1 second.
Is it lit?
It's hella.
It is not lit on the far side of it, and it looks like to open the secret door, you actually have to insert.
Oh,
You mute.
you muted.
Yeah, you muted.
Sorry.
Because it's a secret.
You can see that there's a.
You have to insert.
Use your imagination.
I'm not telling. No. Y'all, to make the door open up, you're gonna have to insert something into this little tiny hole in there, a dagger or a dowel or something, and turn it to open this secret door.
Will a quill work? I have a dagger.
A dagger will work. Quill's too small.
Okay. Yeah, I'll oh wait, is it trapped? Tia Martha, does this slot look evil?
Look dangerous?
Yeah.
You do not think that there is anything super dangerous in this room.
I don't detect any danger.
Okay, then I will put the dagger in the electrical outlet and jiggle it around.
Yes. Yeah, you jiggle it around until it opens, and inside you see this great big sprawling room. You see that the room it's like a long hallway into this huge room. Okay, so it's like a 25-foot long hallway. And inside this room here is what you see. Shelves upon shelves circle the room from floor to ceiling. Each shelf is packed with evenly spaced jars containing small clumps suspended in clear liquid. A warm pink light bathes the entire area, coming from crystals set in the masonry. There's a long oblong hole in the center of the chamber that continues down at least 80 feet to the bottom and is lined with countless shelves of jars. Several ladders extend from the mouth of the hole to the bottom. The architecture in this area is unlike anything you've ever seen. The floor and walls are constructed from smooth, porous stone like coral, and every corner is rounded off.
You said they're just blobs inside the jars?
Little tiny blobs. Yeah, do you examine? What do y'all do?
Well, okay, so can I roll a stone check to see if I've ever heard of anything like this?
Yeah, give me a D20, add your intelligence modifier and your dwarf level, please.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, it's a rare thing for a dwarf, but you're out of your depth. You are not sure what this stuff is. It makes no sense. Where are the corners? Who made this? How did they make this? It wasn't acid. This room looks like somebody grew it in a jar, and which makes zero sense. It's ridiculous,
Okay.
It doesn't really mean anything to you, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time picturing this. So I'm sorry. There's a big 80-foot deep hole in the center of the room and a bunch of ladders coming out of it.
Yeah. So there's ladders as you come in, you look down from that hallway, and you can see that in the center of the room is this big long pit that goes down there with multiple ladders going down as far as you can go. And you look over the edge of that, and this chasm, it's deep. Like you probably, if you were, it's like 10 feet across, and it's narrowest point, and maybe 20 feet north, 20 feet this long edge, 10 feet wide on a smaller edge. And there's jars all the way down that look just like these other jars. And then the rest of the room, it's just, like I said, everywhere you look around this room, they're just, going as high as you can see in this place, shelves full of jars full of blobby crap.
Can you take a closer look at a jar of blobby crap?
Yeah, you pick one up and you look at it, and you see a tiny, itty-bitty little figure suspended in this liquid. It's not like a person so much as it's like a fetus.
But it doesn't look anything like the thing that we fought in the pool before.
No. This thing, you can actually see two little arms and two little legs and a little head,
Does it have a really tiny pinched together little face?
Yeah, itty bitty. I mean, a little scrunchy face, one end, head's a little bit big for its face.
Or in the Matrix. Right. Is there another door?
There's another hallway. You follow that hallway back as far as it goes, but it just goes to another room with more shelves. Like this is just a whole big annex full of these shelves in there. You do not see any doors out of here in any direction.
These jars, do they look uniform? Any chance that any of them have anything different in them as we're maybe looking down the rows?
You pick up like 20 of them, and they all look exactly alike. The jars are uniform, the tops are uniform, the contents seem fairly uniform from what you can see.
Do any of them have labels?
None of them are labeled. There's nothing on any of these things in any direction. But
Do the jars easily lift off of a shelf?
Oh yeah.
Is it like as heavy as a jar of pickles?
Yeah, it's a smaller than that. It looks like this. Sorry about it. Hello.
Phantom displacer dog there.
Yeah,
yeah, a little blink dog.
Displacer dog.
It is they're as small as a jar of you ever see those little tiny mini jars of ketchup you can get like on airplanes?
Okay, yep.
They're that little bit, maybe 1 ounce of liquid inside of them with a tiny little thing in there that you can only see holding up to the light.
All
I have
right.
a question.
I'm ready.
And my companions might be able to help my character with this answer, but what kind of, so these are obviously unique and possibly magical creatures. What kind of value do they have? If I were to destroy them in the name of Justice and sacrifice them in her name and try to get rid of my disapproval, how many would I have to destroy?
Well, in dwarven culture, these things look like pickled eggs, and in the tavern, you reach in, you grab them, and you keep eating them until you throw up, and then when you do, you get your drinks free.
And I like that the basis of this question is, how many fetuses do I need to destroy to make the god of justice happy with me?
How many chaos fetuses do I need to destroy to make the goddess of justice happy?
Domino.
My confirmation teacher is right. This game is evil.
See, Martha? So, Val, put yourself in the god of justice's thing. These are little tiny chaos fetuses and such. How many? You actually have to ask that. There you go.
All right. I must destroy all of them.
I'd like to take one and like hide it away.
I'm also going to try to take one on the fly.
Because they need company. I'm just going to like put it in my bag of toes.
Yeah, you have one jar from area. Yeah, you each have a jar from area 2-4. But here's the thing. You think this would take you, I mean, there's thousands of them here. Unless you went on a smashing thing, like which would make a lot of noise. Because remember, you actually would have to okay, so you've been to a library before where there are ladders that go past the shelves so you can get to the books. The ladders down the pit are like that. The ladders go past shelves that are filled with more jars. So I mean, I'm talking about and the jar it goes down 80 feet. So it's 80 feet full of shelves. It would be.
This is how we end the session with Tia Martha smashing the shelves.
You can do it if you want to. It'll make noise, but you can definitely just Now that's opening them up and dropping them on the floor and letting them go.
We'll come back on the way out.
Gotcha.
No matter what. Yeah.
Now, from where we are, when we look down the pit, do we see that it's just a pit with a solid bottom that the shelves go down to, or is there more down there?
Hold a minute.
Hey, I could also just later.
Yeah. You look down as far as there's definitely a floor down there and possibly a chamber. There's light. But I mean, that's you're not sure what's down there other than it's jars all the way down on the sides in all directions.
Do you guys want to go check it out?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we talking about actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go on down.
Okay, the bunch of you all make your way down there. Here is what you see. Sorry, one moment, please. Hey, this is me stalling. So, You would not believe the storm that came out of no place. It's gone now, but boy, for a minute there, they're just going berserk out there. Come on now.
Yeah, I've never lived in Georgia, but I lived in New Orleans for a year, and things like that would happen all the time. Where it's just like
I know.
suddenly the sky opens up, and there's just like a waterfall from the sky, and then like 2 minutes later, it's done.
Yeah, I lived in New Orleans for a couple of years, and yeah, like New Orleans is the home of the daily rain event where it'll be sunny out and hot. It'll rain. It'll still be sunny while it's raining, and then it will stop raining and still be sunny. It's bizarre.
And then humid as hell.
So steamy, you could die from steaming.
Yep.
Yeah, I miss New Orleans.
You take a shower, and as soon as you step out of the shower, you're already dirty again, just because the air is so thick and filthy.
By the way, that's also New Jersey, and I lived there for 8 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, my wife, that's where she got her PhD. So
cool.
I tagged along.
Nice. All right, so we make our way down those stairs. Is everyone going down these ladders?
Yeah.
All right, you make your way down the ladder, all the way down there. Yeah, sure enough, when you hit the floor of this place, okay, you find another room. So shelves of identical jars circle the entire room and continue spiraling up through a hole in the ceiling, the hole you all came through. Jars, small white blobs. Again, same thing, those pulsing crystal shards giving off light and heat. So it's the same, essentially, this is a continuation of that, okay? But on the west wall, there are two 10-foot long little alcoves that lead to doors. And on your east wall, there are actually 3 stairways going down between 3 pillars. And the 3 stairways all seem to be leading down to the same room down there.
So there are 2 doors and 3 stairways?
Yeah, 2 doors on the west side, 3 stairways on the right side. And then the rest of this room, which is, it's like maybe 40 feet by 20 feet. So 40 feet north and south, 20 feet east and west. You got on your west wall, there are the 2 doors. On the east wall, there are 3 stairways going down. They all seem to be going down to the same room over there.
Do you guys like doors or stairs?
I mean, I'll point down the stairs. I won't go into my thinking, but because I'm just gonna be growling like a. Actually, 4-armed apes can't speak, right? They're not. It's white apes that are intelligent.
I mean, you could kind of make it, you could kind of make a grunting attempt at that's about as good as you do. You can't really talk, but you got 4 arms, so you could have 2 sign language conversations going on at the same time. So.
Yeah, Martha still has the Ouija board, like the talking board. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So you could point to it with all your 4 arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, go real quick.
With my 2 left arms, I'll kind of do like a shrug, and my 2 right arms, I'll point down the stairs.
Yeah, let's head on down.
Okay, so when you all go down there, okay, so this is a huge, big chamber with 3 pools in the middle of it, okay? This is twice as big as the chamber that you're leaving after you go down there, okay? The light crystals in this room glow as bright as the sun, so it's daylight in here. The intensity of the light reflecting off the whitewashed walls makes it nearly impossible to see, creating the impression that the room has no walls at all. You are standing in an endless alabaster void. So you walk down there, and it's everywhere you look, light. 3 pools of milky, purplish fluid stand evenly spaced on the floor. 4-foot-high glass pyramids dancing with multicolored lights are placed at the corners of each pool.
Like the pyramids from the other room, kind of?
No, the same shape. I mean, okay, they're all pyramid shaped. The same kind of design sensibility, but they don't have those lights. They don't have that sphere on top of them.
Does that mean there's a total of 12 pyramids?
Yes, total of 12.
So 3 pools of milky purple stuff.
Actually, let me back up a little bit, okay? I was wrong about that. So picture these 3 pools as 3 squares, okay? Top pool has got a square. It's got 2 pyramids. The bottom corners have 2 pyramids in them, but those 2 pyramids are also the pyramids at the north corners of the ones below it. So it's 2 pyramids pit, or 2 pyramids pool, 2 pyramids pool, 2 pyramids pool, 2 pyramids. It's like that.
Is there anything in this milky white, purpley substance?
You look down into the purpley milky substance. Yeah. There, you see little nasty things in there swimming around. Also, I want to say here, you're kind of, I'm trying to say. Okay, yeah, it is so bright in here, you're having a hard time seeing. It's so bright. But yeah, looking in there as best you can, shading your eyes as best you can. You can kind of, you see that there are little things swimming around in there, tiny little bit things in there. But they, you know, that's all that happens.
So I'm a glove maker, and I've got 4 pairs of gloves on me, and I'm going to go ahead and say that one of the pairs is like a nice long set of ladies' gloves, and they're kind of sheer, and I'd like to tie that around my eyes so that I can like mostly see through it, and it's kind of giving me some shades.
Outstanding. All right, so looking through like a loose thing and such, you can still see it mutes it enough in here that you can see that floating inside of this thing are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little tiny humanoid, good Lord knows what, of different sizes. Some of them are teeny tiny, some of them are larger, all the way up to like almost like, you know, like maybe 6 inches long humanoids swimming in there and such.
Do they
right now
might be related to the things in the jars?
Yeah, if you take a look, yeah, the small ones are very close to the ones in the jars, and the big ones are almost like those little small tiny faced Grinchy things that you guys keep fighting and that Anatole was riding on for a while.
Okay. I'd like to investigate one of the pyramids.
Okay, yeah, the pyramid, it is, you know, like there's light issuing from them. Dancing with multicolored lights is how they are. But you like, you look into it and you don't have that sense of like swimming perception that you do that you did in the room with other pyramids. It's not like that. You take a look at them and it's just very, very, very intense, flashing and like lights like going past your face.
Does anything ping as dangerous or evil to me?
The stuff in the pool seems dangerous to you.
The fluid or the
thingies.
Oh, the little creature. Well, yeah, I figured that. But...
And all 3 pools are just dense with these things?
Yeah, they're just dense these things. So listen, guys, let's go ahead and stop it right here outside of these pools. And we'll pick up here next time in wherever we are. But hey, if you guys have watched, thank you very much for watching us run our latest session of The One Who Watches From Below. And thank you for tuning into Blades Against Bandwidth. And we're really grateful for you all tuning in and watching this. Big, huge hand for Mike for coming in and playing. And
it's a huge hand!
And thank you very much. Alex, if you would sing us off. Run the town.
All right, I guess maybe we just vocalize the fact that we got the that code, the discount code is in the chat. So if you're enjoying this adventure and it seems like something that maybe you'd like to play with your crew, check it out. That code will give you 20% off the adventure, The One Who Watches.
Sure, and if I can just add to that, I love this adventure. I mean, you've seen some of it. There's a lot more still to go. This adventure is hip, it's dimension spanning, it's growth, it's hysterical, it's mean as all get out. It gets my absolute highest recommendation for a DCC product. Check it out.
100% Joe Bittman.
It's all Job all the time, baby. And you know, it's to me, it feels a little Phantasm. You know what I mean? You know, there's a little bit of that, like you can, like, give me Phantasm module all day. So thanks to Joe for writing his masterpiece. Thank you very much, everybody at home. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Mike,
I hate you, Mike.
always a pleasure.